At times it almost doesn't look real, this. I've never seen anything like that.
It's like a magic rig.
Mate, that's the big common, it's back again. No!
You have been turned over, Moz.
5 things that have really stood out for me the most. I'm going to read those out now. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
That is mental.
Welcome to Carp Fishing Edges Underwater. We have come to the Cotswolds to film a session with a difference. We've teamed up with underwater experts, underfishing and videographers Quinton Fishing to capture an ultra-dynamic underwater film.
Rather than waiting for the carp to come to the cameras, we are taking the cameras to the carp with diving expertise and mobile cameras allowing us to film multiple fishing scenarios all at once and ultimately learn loads more about our quarry.
We're all set up and ready to dive right in, and we can't wait to see how our tactics work underwater to help you guys catch more carp.
To be honest, I'm a little worried.
What? Why?
The visibility is not so good and there's a lot of sediment. So
You haven't found any?
none. But yeah, it's
Like this place is generally tap water. Like
Yeah, the first thing when I went into the water was, wow, the visibility wasn't that great. But luckily the morning after, it started really good because the water visibility was super, and put the live camera in and start recording.
and I can unload then.
So Horcott Lakes, it's in the Cotswolds. It's around about 20 acres, 18, 20 acres, I believe, in size. Really nice scaly ones.
Never seen it before, look how quick they're in on it. You know what?
And I can unload then.
Camera then, or is that? Well, they never. They didn't.
That and that.
Drone up there. Underwater camera somewhere out there. 2 lads. Take me rods out. That was the drone.
Where's the diver? I was finding some new spots for the underwater cameras and my drone crashed. So the divers are now looking for it. That thing has flew for a lot of hours. It's been underwater for 20 minutes and it still works. The water was quite cloudy this morning and we had trouble finding spots that were clear enough to film underwater. And that is what we're here for. So too bad about the drone. We have spare ones, so let's keep rolling.
So underfishing is a family business and we have been doing this for quite a long time. So we are divers, all of us, and we're also anglers.
So on a lake that you've never been to before, you're confident with the stuff that you have. You're not worried about the fish spooking off of it. You're confident that the setup you've got is efficient, smooth, and it's going to get us a great underwater film.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There will be no problem.
Say no more. No
Let's
pressure.
do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Throughout a lot of this film, you're going to see rigs and bait placed by hand by the underwater divers. Now, the reason that we're doing this is not to make us look like heroes or anything like that.
It is to give us the opportunity to show as many different things in front of camera and create perfect fishing scenarios so that we can get opportunities to help you guys learn more about carp, how they feed, how they react, and how our rigs behave underwater. Let's hope it's a really good trip.
The spot the divers found was roughly 70 yards out to the left of the point where we had set up on. It was a small, hard, clear area of gravel, no more than 1 metre square in size, surrounded by thick weed. It looked perfect. Luckily, I was up first to get my rods in front of the cameras, so I eagerly prepped my rigs and bait ready for the first drop just minutes after the cameras had been placed. So in front of the live camera I'm going to be putting 2 rods. Now the spot itself is around about 1 metre by 1 metre, so 2 rods on there is more than enough. And I'm going to go in with my normal Illusion D-rigs that I use absolutely everywhere. And my starting approach is going to be 2 hook baits that I have caught loads and loads of carp on. And that is an orange and a pink pop-up. I've whittled them down so they sink nice and slowly. And over the top of that, I'm literally going to put 1 can of sweet corn, 50 mulched up boilies and a pint of casters, which isn't too far off of what I'd normally start on a normal fishing situation, just to see how that fares. And like I say, the Illusion D-rigs, when I'm fishing over nice clean gravel, like what's out there now, in my opinion, is the perfect rig, but the camera doesn't lie, so we'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed we see plenty on the camera, that would be nice. And it would be nice to obviously see the different scenarios, i.e. the spot growing, you know, different bait scenarios, different rig scenarios as well. Me, Tom and Pitchers, we use different rigs in our fishing anyway, so seeing that I think is going to be the most exciting thing.
I expected to be going somewhere else this morning, I've got to be honest. We're catching a fish, I can see this happening. Ooh. 2 carp.
Cruising out over the top.
Mate, I wouldn't mind you catching that. That's proper scaly.
There again.
Oh!
That's a big fish now. They're right above the camera. It's almost like they're attracted to the camera.
Oh, that's Tench, is it? Yeah. Tench on the right hand side.
We got to hit the button or not bother? Do we film Tench?
He had a little feed, I think.
Should we hit the button?
Yeah, he's feeding that.
He's feeding. He's eating boilies. It's on the test bait. Is it recording?
I just thought I pressed the switch.
Oh, it's nailing the test bait down.
Yeah, he had a little feed.
Yeah, he's at a bit. Look at him dropping it.
Yeah.
This is nice. Look at it. He's got a belly on him. Size his Tench, Lewis.
That's PB.
He's proud, do you see that?
Yeah.
He's showing off his chest. Look at me, he's choking.
He's gagging on it.
He doesn't like the bait, Tom.
He's trying to spit it out. Like, help! Help!
Look how fat he is.
He is really.
That is a proper spawn,
Yeah.
female Tench.
Yeah, it is.
Hit the button in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming in. He's having a look. Oh, he's having a feed. They're liking that right hand side, aren't they? Oh, it's close to the pink one, isn't it?
Quite difficult to get your head around. It's actually live when you're seeing it. So when you first see the first carp come in, yeah, very exciting. The close calls, you know, when they're coming close to the hook bait is, yeah, just exciting.
I'm gonna catch on in a bit. That round.
Ooh.
I've got to go.
Oh,
No. Holy.
that was so close. Oh.
Oh my god, one's literally just fed right on the spot.
But like he totally went for it.
It's still there. Can I give you a call back in 2 minutes? Bye.
Yeah,
That was really exciting.
As well, Tom, it's 11:30.
Can you zoom in on that bait?
Yeah. Do you want to watch back?
Well, it looks like the hook's a bit higher up, doesn't it? It's almost like the fish is.
Oh, that was close. Linear. My goodness.
That come out of nowhere.
I
and
thought
just
he was going to
dive
get
bombed
it. He was in between the hook baits. He couldn't choose.
It literally just dive bombed the spot out of nowhere.
My goodness.
I really thought that was going to be our...
That went quick. That was like in 2 seconds.
Is that the same fish or is this a different one?
That's a different fish. That's the one we've not seen before.
This is a linear, beautiful fish.
So that's divided the spot now even more. We're going to catch one in a minute. We're going to catch one by the end of the day.
You said by midday, Tom, earlier. You've still got time.
Thing is, I don't want to constantly chop and change, but the only thing that I'd potentially do on the hook bait is maybe add something on top that's natural. So maybe tie a couple of squats on top of a whittled down pop-up. That would be what I'd probably put out.
Just for something to zone in on. Or a bit of worm.
Say you're watching it now and we haven't had a bite on them two, it's like, oh, if I go and get a tub of worms and put a worm on top of my hook bait, I might get a bite. Or if I go and,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just thinking of.
And here we use it.
And the goal is to learn something.
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking
Right.
is, as every day goes on, they could become more and more spawny. So we might sit there in a couple of days' time and think, we should have tried everything we could have done in the first day, because that's been filmed now, hasn't it? We've had fish come in, they've gone for it, nothing's happened. Put something on, you put something else on, whack, it goes over straight away. You'll be like, bloody hell, good job we changed that over. Shall I try it? Choose 2 different hook baits and wind them in and put them on there?
It's your call, man. Your show.
Well, I'm just.
The pink one got a bit out of frame.
We don't want to influence you, right?
No, all I'm saying, if I was here now and that hadn't gone, and I say them 5 fish, or say them 6 or 7 fish that have gone over the spot showed over it, in my own head I'd be like, right, them rigs are coming in, I'm gonna put new rigs on.
Yeah. Then that's what you should do.
Oh, Tench, pink. He's got it, hasn't he?
No.
Oh, that was.
No. It was
Oh
really
my
close.
God.
Was
It
it?
was really close.
I thought he had that in his mouth.
Yeah.
Then.
How long is this tench gonna
I
hang
want to
out
catch
before we
this
hook
tench
it?
just because it's like, I feel
It's been here all day.
Oh, pink.
Oh! Yeah? Oh! He had it in his mouth, Tommy!
I got done.
You got done by a tench! Alright, switch rigs.
That's when he's gonna reel in a bit. But we just decided, like, now that there's so many fish on it, we're not gonna do it right now. Because there's so many fish over it. Yeah.
Analysing what little I've picked up off of this, it just makes you realise how lucky you are to hook anything. Every fish you hook should be treated with the utmost respect, because you are so lucky to hook a fish.
Yep.
Because they feed constantly.
Everything's got to be right, hasn't it?
But it just has to fall right. And I mean, this is a spot that's like polished gravel, which, to be fair, you would normally, as a carp angler, most of the time look to fish on the softer stuff around the edge of it. It is an eye opener to see what they do. Well, that tench we need to catch that tench. That tench must be
We've
over
been
10 pounds.
looking at it so long that we don't know anymore.
We need to name him.
Well, the head.
Terry.
Tommy Tench.
He's just the biggest
Tommy,
tench.
yeah.
It's a big tench.
Tommy Tench, yeah.
If we catch him, we're going to weigh him and photograph him. I feel he's warrants that respect.
Yeah.
It's also just a beautiful fish.
Yeah.
But it's a girl. Lewis and Harry are pretty sure it's a girl. She looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Tommy can be
we still, yeah, we
girl's
can
name.
still call Tommy a girl.
It just identifies as a female.
Yeah.
Underwater films that have been around for quite a long time now, and we wanted to do something that's a little bit more dynamic. So being able to work together with Underfishing, like, that's a massive advantage for us. They can move our cameras wherever we want. So hopefully that's going to give us an edge in terms of the dynamic element that this film is going to bring, and also an edge in terms of being able to go to the fish rather than just waiting around for them to come or not, as the case may be.
I've not put no worms in yet. I want to be interested to see what happens when you introduce worms into a mix.
Draw them down, yeah.
Yeah, there's
straight
obviously
into it.
casters, boilers and corn, which would be my go-to most places.
Oh, that's 2.
Well, the rod's been out a couple of hours now, and obviously with the underwater camera I can see that I have in fact had a couple of near misses. But if I was here in a normal fishing situation, I'd bring all of the rods in off the spot, put them back out and put a little bit of bait back over the top, which is exactly what I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do, that I'm hoping is going to get me a bite, is I'm going to add some natural baits on top of the hook bait. So I've tied off 3 worms on top of a piece of plastic corn. This is going to go back out there on the spot. I reckon that's going to go. If I was a fish, I'd eat it.
I don't see Luke, I just see a bunch of carp.
Are you looking at the right camera?
Yeah. There's only, like, I don't know where Luke is, but there's so many carp.
Oh, now they spook off. He's on the spot. Yeah, multiple. They're still there.
There's Luke.
Literally 2 seconds after.
Well, that's it. The worm is out there. And I am almost 100% confident that that is going to get me a bite. So all I've got to do now, switch the buzzer on, sit back and watch the show.
It's a little cloudy now from him swimming out, so it's got to clear up, but the orange pop-up is here, and the worms are somewhere here, because this is your lead.
Well, let's see what happens, because I'm 100% confident this rig's going to go. If I was fishing and this rig didn't go, I'd quite happily go home knowing that I've tried everything that I possibly could have to got a bite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So after 4 hours,
I mean, I'm willing to put myself on the
you
line.
possibly could.
Yeah, but when I'm fishing...
It's only 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
He's really thrown it in early.
Yeah, tried everything.
What else could you put on there that you would say would top trump a bunch of worms? I'd laugh if it went straight away. I'd love it.
Go on,
Oh, we're still close.
Yeah,
Can you press
just
record,
above the
Mozza?
camera.
Yeah, it's recording, mate.
Oh, yes.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming down,
Here we
coming
go.
down. It's 2, 3. 3 on
Look
spot.
at
That's
that
a beautiful
scaly one.
fish.
Look at that scaly
Oh,
one.
he's close, he's close. For the
Wafting
worms.
your rig.
For the worms. He's checking
Oh,
them
there's
out.
3 of them,
Oh.
come on.
Oh, that was close, Tom.
I'm being quiet like they can hear me, but they can't.
no, they can't hear you. I'm pretty certain. But that
He took that
that was a
massive
really
mouthful and
nice
spat it
fish.
all out, didn't he?
Yeah.
See that?
His tail's like touching the camera.
Oh my.
There's plenty, there's
Yeah.
multiple now.
They come and go quick, don't they?
Didn't they?
That was a bit of competition.
Yeah, that was
That's
what
what you
want.
need. You
Yeah.
need that.
Yeah,
Wait, there's one coming.
from the left,
Here we
from
go,
the
here
left,
we go,
coming
here we
in,
go.
coming in.
Go on, you
He's a
pig.
good right angle. Oh,
He's going for the orange
He goes down now.
side.
Oh, no.
Orange.
Can you see the bunch of worms or not?
That is
No, he
exciting.
wafted it with his peck, so I
Would
don't
I
know
make it
where
bigger?
it's ended up.
Didn't have your worm.
One,
No, he
one
was
had like,
wafting it with his peck as he went down.
one had a massive mouthful, so spat it at the camera.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
close,
Here we
close.
go.
He's on the worms. On the worms.
That's it,
That
isn't
could
it?
be it. That
That's
could be
it.
it. No, he missed it.
They're not spooked by anything, though, are they? They're not caring about that camera.
No, no.
Don't care about that camera at
The
all.
camera,
Pig
the,
that one,
the,
Tom.
the rig, not anything.
He was catchable, wasn't he?
Oh my god!
Circling
Look at them now.
round.
They're-
It's like an
Oh,
aquarium.
and
Oh, here we
going
go.
down.
Here we go. Here we
He's
go.
got two
Here
of
we
them.
go.
Two of them.
Surely.
And he missed it again.
Never.
Has he had any of them in their mouth?
Mate, I don't know how that missed it, but it just shows how lucky you are to get a bite, doesn't it? But it gives
Oh, fish.
There you go, here we
Right on the edge of the camera.
common.
It's feeding outside of frame. Oh, now
Oh,
inside
they're going
now.
mad.
Surely,
He's right on
surely,
it,
surely.
right on it, right on it. Ooh, is
Go on, Gummy.
Good man.
Up on him.
Oh, please
From
catch that one,
Southampton,
Tom.
Mozza.
That's a bit you, Tom. Come on him. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's the
right
same
on
one,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, right on it.
It's a cricket
That
back
is the
common.
same one, yeah.
Mate, it's
Right
going
on
mad.
the worms.
Cricket
Mate,
back
surely. He wouldn't even know when he's got that fish.
Surely.
It's on the worms,
That's got to be on it.
Look at it.
Has to be.
No way.
It's going doolally.
Yeah, they are turned on now.
They're going
goodness.
mad,
Turned
mate.
on.
They have gone mad.
The worms must have been in between.
Yeah.
Must have been in between.
What is hook bait?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
fishing worms, but that's right on the spot.
Yeah.
Something's proper turned it on, hasn't it? The worms, mate.
Yeah,
They're
it's
amazing.
gotta be.
I'm telling you. Fresh worm is a 1,000,000%. Just take it.
I think Tom's having the best live cam session ever in such a short period of time.
I'm just holding in a really excited fart because there's two people right behind me. But if there wasn't, there's not.
Another one.
Oh, it's
Oh,
it's
it's
Tommy. I'm going to catch it.
Tommy's back. Yeah, that is Tommy.
That's the fat Tench. Oh, he's back again.
Mate, they've cleared this bait, haven't they?
Yeah. I don't care
You
about
don't
how
care
it
about-
looks.
And you don't
be-
care about how shiny the
No,
hook is
because
on it.
the reason I don't care is because if we didn't have the underwater cameras, you'd never know. So it doesn't make me think I needed this hook, I need to do that, I need to do that. Because I've caught so many fish doing this that if I thought this wasn't the right way to catch a fish, my head would literally fall off. And I'd just give up my job.
What do you think, Mozza? Do you agree with Tom? Is that the...
Well, I'm thinking that looks shit. Oh, Tom, that common's back. He's having it. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he was going straight for that worm rig then, wasn't he?
How can something with the eyes and the side of its head be so clever?
Oh, go on, the Tench flanking.
It's back again, it's back again, it's back again, it's back again. I'm going to catch it, I'm going to catch it.
It's happening.
These two will know before us because our camera's a bit in front of us.
It's happening. It's happening. Oh.
So frustrating.
No,
where's your rigs?
Yeah. Fuck, mate, it's got. All we can just see is a glistening hook.
Oh,
It's back. I'm not catching this.
that's on
carp.
Tench. That's a carp.
That's a carp.
He's going for the orange. He's going for the orange.
go on.
Oh, no,
you are.
That tinker's
My
got-
best hook bait options
happening,
are out there.
You've got your best clothes on the dance floor. Harsh.
Yeah, you wanted it. Oh, thank you, Ted.
Spawning. Oh, never. Come on.
Is that what you're concerned with?
No, because you could see your corn. Look, you can see him moving around still, Tom. Look, there's your corn as well.
Yeah, sucking your.
Big
Oh,
carp, big carp,
carp
you
coming
spook.
in.
Oh,
good.
go on, go on. Start. Oh, the tench just.
No, he's on it.
Oh, he's moved it.
Oh, it's the same one.
Oh, gummy bear.
This is catchable, this common. It
Oh,
has to be catchable.
You
It's
will
just,
catch
it's
it.
just whether he can actually close his mouth to get the hook.
Well, I think it would just shoot straight in. He ain't going to close his mouth. He's just going to
Come on.
suck it straight.
Well, what we see in the underwater footage
Is
is
it just jumped out that
if the
column?
hook bait moves, they spook. So when they come from a distance and they go straight for the hook bait, you'll catch it. But once they're feeding and they see the hook bait move, then they spook.
Yeah. Well, if you want to catch loads of fish, boys, orange pop-ups on D-rigs, you won't fail.
I really see what's happening.
What's going on with this
Just
one?
been listening this whole time.
One thing I've noticed already, we're only a few hours into this trip, is there's loads of tench on Tom's spot, so let's hope that he catches loads of them this trip. Keep the carp for myself. Go on, Tommy the Tench.
Can you just put it on that kettle?
That's in 50 minutes they've wiped all that bait.
Oh, that was it, wasn't it?
Keep one at least.
I could have sworn that was it, Tom.
Has it got it?
He's
Swear he
going
did.
weird. He's shaking his head.
Mate,
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he's
hooked.
Hey, I got the 10!
I weren't even recording.
This is a major result. Proves my theory that there is always a way you can get a bite and that a natural bait, without a shadow of a doubt, you don't even need a lot of them, is enough to make it happen. 45 minutes after it had been dropped, the whole 2 pints of bait had been eaten, and we've got a tench on. Yes, there we go. My very first fish landed in front of an underwater camera after making a change that I said, I'll bet everything that I own it'd work, and it's worked. It is only a tench, but the next one will be a carp, I promise. Well, there he is. He's been swimming around and he has proved a little bit tricky to catch, as of the carp so far, but a change of tactics on one of the rods, putting some worms on top, a little bit of chop worm in the mix, and there he is. And you know what? The mad thing about it is the rig, when we was looking at it on screen, wasn't how, as an angler, you'd probably want it to sit perfectly straight. The hook bait on top of the hook, it was all a little bit all over the place, but I have got so much confidence in those Illusion D rigs that I know if a fish picks one up, there is a good chance it is going to be nailed. And this fish, albeit a tench, was absolutely nailed. So confidence levels through the roof. The underwater cameras haven't been in that long, and already we've got our first bite. Tench or not, I am absolutely over the moon. Onwards and upwards. Let's hope the next one's a carp. Mwah! Sometimes the tench can become a pain, but watching today how that tench fed, I've sort of got a whole new respect for tench because they are very, very wary. But like I say, catching that tench was a real confidence boost.
Yeah, it was a nice start to the session, really.
That's it. Now we're going to catch a carp. Watch this space.
Oh, carp on the spot.
Carp on your spot, Tom.
I know. Two carp.
Two carp,
Whoa,
three carp.
massive shoulder fit.
Big
Tom,
one.
Tom,
a good
big
one,
linear
isn't it?
looking at your hook bait. Don't go out yet. Tell him
Yeah.
not to go out yet. Yeah, but don't matter, just swim out there and put it on there.
No.
Look, you're going to get a bite.
You get a bite.
Come on, boys.
Now I've banded some on and I've gone for a 10 worm kebab. This is a rig that has definitely come into fashion, certainly over the past couple of years, but it is in fact a rig that I've used. And like I just done there, in terms of a get out of jail card, not that we need one just yet, but I've always wanted to see what would happen if I was to use this rig and put it out on a spot, and now is the perfect opportunity. And judging by what's just happened, I have got mega, mega high hopes for this little handful of worms right here. So they're going to be put out on a spot. Again, sit back, let's enjoy the show.
There we go.
Just moved out of frame,
Yeah.
so there was still...
He's dropped it. He's brought it slightly out of shot. Oh, that's alright, that's alright.
Normally picks it up and straightens it out.
So anyway, hook bait's here.
Yeah.
So even though that's not a lot of bait, Tom, like the amount of particle in that, the amount of bits, there's so many bits. Here we go, look, 2 tench with it as well. Come on, go for that orange, go for the orange, go for the bunch. Oh, you're having one now.
There's another carp behind it as well. That's a carp as well behind it, it's 2 of them.
Yeah.
A couple of good ones in.
Here we go, yeah. Here we go.
Here
we go. Go on, straight on the orange, straight on the orange. Oh, he spooked. That's a big fish, that's a 30, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's been coming in quite a bit with another one.
That's a 30, Tom.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. Oh, like,
Oh.
No.
Oh,
nice. Have you got your fence booked into...
Yeah, it starts on Monday.
Oh, okay.
On holiday, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh,
help.
here he is.
it's just like a vacuum cleaner.
Come on, go down, go down. One more bite, one more.
There you go.
That's the worms. That's the worms. That's the worms.
No, it's orange. No.
Oh.
He looked at them.
He did, yeah.
And the tench is to the right.
Disturbed them. It's not good.
Yeah, but the last round that moved it around a bit, I think they moved it.
Exactly, yeah.
They really cleared that part.
Yeah, coming in. Go down.
Come on.
Orange.
Come on.
Yeah, he's
No, he didn't have it in his mouth.
He did touch it.
He missed
He
it.
did touch it, but he didn't take it.
Okay, so I've just arrived at the lake. I've just finished getting set up and I am really excited and also nervous in equal measures about this session. I don't really know how my rigs are going to perform. I think I know how well they do, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what they look like underwater. The divers are just on the way now, so I'm going to finish getting set up and then we'll take a look at the rigs I'm going to be using. Okay, I'm really excited for this. I wish I was swimming out there with you and actually see it myself as well. Can I come? You've got no spare flippers?
Oh yeah. I'll get you a
cool.
suit. You
Okay.
will do this.
I've got my little ring as well, so awesome. Let's go. So you two swim around till you find a 35 plus. I would love to see it out there, seriously though. I'd love to go down there. Have a look. So this is the approach that I'm going for. Tom's already been fishing for a few hours and he's had his rigs in front of the camera. And some of the fish have been coming in and just eating a mouthful or two of bait and then moving away. So I feel the best approach in this situation is just a solid PVA bag. Just a mouthful of food, just enough to provoke a bite. That's all I want to do, is just get a bite. And all I've got here is just a solid bag with some tiny pellets and just some artificial sweet corn as hook bait. That's it. It's super simple, but it's a setup I'm hoping is going to pay off.
I love a solid bag. Mozza uses solid bags a lot, so does Pitchers. So on a personal note, I'm interested in seeing that because that's one of my favourite tactics.
How is that to have a human bait boat?
I've used quite a lot of bait boats over the years. This is by far the best one I've ever used. I'm just going to get my third and final rod in position. I don't know, I haven't double bagged for years actually. It's been a long time since I had a double bagger.
And who's going to get done the most?
Who's going to get done the most? Definitely pictures.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Here we go.
Here he is.
Oi, oi.
Marky boy.
Oi, oi. Bit
alright?
of skin, bit
You
of
alright?
one of them. That's a weird one. There you go.
You should have done that.
Oh, we're watching. This is rubbish. Is there anything else on?
I could change the channel.
Not much at the minute. There is fish on there, which is quite exciting, really, to actually see them and what they do and what they don't do.
You got a lot of bait in, haven't you?
Well, it's not really a lot.
No?
I thought the same, but it isn't really a lot. That's 2 pints of bait.
All right, wow. It looks
And
like
that's
there's loads,
around,
doesn't it?
I think it's 50 centimetres in front of the camera.
Yeah. So what's been
Yeah.
happening? Have they been sort of cleaning you out and leaving the up bait?
I got cleaned out once. Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go.
Got cleaned out once. Is that a that's a carp?
That's a carp, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's that common. That was here
No, that's a
earlier,
mirror
so he
lily.
was here this morning. No, that's that one with the
I am
gummy mouth.
It's a ghost.
That's a
isn't it?
mirror.
It's
That's what they do. They come in and they literally just have like, they don't even
mouthful.
feed for like 2 seconds. It's like a second. Come down, headbutt the ground and go.
One mouthful gone.
Yeah.
Here he
Yeah,
comes.
it's
It's back.
definitely a mirror.
Here we go. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
That is a common.
That's a fully. So yeah, so that's exactly what they do. So it's a case of just sitting here and watching and waiting. And
One mouthful gone.
This is really aggressive, this one. It's been in a few times and it just, nothing else comes in when this one feeds.
It's mad how you put a bit more bait out and he's come straight back, isn't he?
That's the biggest thing so far with how little time the rods have been in, is when you, it's not about how much bait you put in, but it's how regularly you put it in. Once the bait's out there, it's done. You have to constantly keep topping it up or keep making disturbance and the fish just come back.
Yeah. It's like match fishing, isn't it, really, sort of?
This fish here.
So you wafted all that bait across and your rig stayed it.
So my leads are that side of it, so that fish is feeding right over the hook link, fluorocarbonate link. They clearly can't see it, like. But that's what if I was anywhere I was fishing, if I had out what I've got out there, with that bait over the top, I would not be sitting here thinking, I'm going to struggle. I'd have a chance. That would give me the best possible chance. So that.
And he's had a 10.
It's the best I can do. A hard fish to catch a tench.
I think they are hard.
Next time you catch one, you should fully appreciate how hard they are to catch because they're crafty, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is with a tench, is it ignored it for ages, and then it had it in its mind that he wanted to eat it. It headbutted the bottom, picked it up. We sat here on there watching it spinning around, questioning if we had a bite, and then the bobbin dropped to the floor.
When you had that tench, had you been in before and done you?
Yeah, it'd been in quite a bit. Yeah, it hadn't picked it up. That's the first fish that's picked my rig up. We hooked.
They can be quite good at dealing with rigs tench, I think, better than carp.
But they definitely do not care about the camera. Let's have a look.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He's going to get him. He's going to get him. He's going to get him.
That's that mirror of yours, Tom.
Yeah. It's the moment.
Is this live? You haven't just got it on like repeat? It seems to be the same one.
Here we go. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's
Go
going
on.
for it.
Go on, you pig.
Oh no! I saw you.
Too busy on the ground, wasn't I? Not focusing.
He's going straight for it. Then look, he's got the right on. Yeah, straight away, and they've come. Yeah, mad, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
here
Go
we
on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Here
Go
we
on.
go.
Go
Here we go.
The thing is though, that's a bit like when you're surface fishing, isn't it? There's only a few floaters out there, they don't really go for it. You put out a few more, you'll get them going, and once they've eaten a few and then they don't feel so confident that there's only a few left.
I mean, I am not having it that fish has got any inkling that there's two rigs there.
Nah.
Look at it's feeding up the line. The line goes that way.
You'd think that worm would
Yeah, you would have thought that would have
attract
been
it,
the one,
that
wouldn't it?
movement,
Yeah. Here we go. Maybe this time.
He's backing up. He's having a look.
Yeah.
How big is he? Can you tell on the film?
Well, we've had two fish come in that we've looked on the Instagram page, and we know how big they are. One of them was 34. One of them was 33. We've had at least 3 or 4 feeding on this over.
Here we go.
Here you go. It's
Oh,
he's going to go for your worm. That's it.
Oh,
maybe
never.
not. He's going to have it.
Look, it's not the same one.
He's going to have it this time. This time.
The maggot ridge more though.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's it.
Doesn't want that.
It's like he can hear us.
What else could you put out there? What else could you put out there that's better
He
than that?
literally went down. He's like,
That's mad, that.
here we go. This time. This time.
Is that a different one?
This time.
You pig.
That's got to be a different one, surely.
That
You
is
wouldn't have turned that-
absolutely troughing.
You literally can't fail.
Oh, this time, surely.
I'm more likely to get in the peck, you know?
Here we go. It's going to happen right now. Here we go.
No.
You can't not catch it.
Wow.
Well, I bloody did.
Where's your hook bait gone? Is that just... Oh, you put,
there,
put
isn't it?
chop worm out as well?
Yeah. Played the best card, Mark. Let's just wipe me out
Here we
again.
go. Here we go. He's going
This is the
straight
one.
for it.
This is the one. This time. This time. This time. There you go.
It's there.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, but
This
your other
time.
rig's here though, innit?
you think you catch it by accident almost when it's feeding like that.
Mm.
There we go. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it.
Surely.
This time.
Here we go.
This time. This
That's
time.
it.
This time. That time.
He's in.
There you go.
He's
You've got
in.
him.
Okay,
You
lift
must
your
have
hat,
him.
lift your
You've got
hat,
him.
lift your hat.
You've got him.
No, it's not. The rig's there.
Oh yeah.
Nuts, the worm.
God, look, the worms are kicking right
Worms
off.
are men's.
They're having a fucking epileptic
Right,
fit.
What?
Nah, he's had enough of that.
There's one rig there and there's the other rig
There you
there.
go. It's coming back.
Come back. He wants the worms.
Oh my days.
You arrived at a really good time. What? You arrived.
This is going to clear me out. If I don't
Nah.
hook this now, I don't see how.
There's loads of bait there.
You're definitely going to hook this one. Look at him feeding.
Mate, that's cleared me out twice today. Nothing. I wouldn't know, mate. 360 is the only thing, but I don't.
He hasn't picked up the up bait
Not
though.
yet. Yeah, but I think the way the 360 goes, it would just hook itself in. So where's my maggot rig then?
I know, mate. It was sat here, wasn't it?
That's a big hook bait though, isn't it, them worms?
Mm.
How have we just missed
We
that?
think it's too
Is that
big
your
for
lead?
it.
So that's your lead, isn't it?
Even Harry, like when.
Here we go.
You spooked it, Lewis. Keep the noise down.
Oh,
It's got it.
Yes.
Yes!
he's got it. Go on, Tommy T. No way. Go on, Tommy.
Is it common?
Yes.
In front of the underwater camera, everybody was watching. They recorded my reaction as well. Well, it was an honest reaction with my mouth open, but that was intense and amazing at the same time.
Well, I've got to say a few words, but I don't really know what to say. That was amazing, unbelievable, and I'd literally just changed and I scaled right down on the hook bait, which is something that I would do in the winter, but you never sort of think this time of year to do it. But after watching them feed for so long, it seemed like anything that's blatantly obvious, they're very, very aware of it quite quick. And I put a small piece of foam on with about 8 or 10 squats, which are really tiny maggots. And this one fish had been feeding mega aggressively for the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes. And the last two things that were left were both the hook baits. And it went, and amazing. Everybody just jumped, oh, it's just unreal. It is a common, I can confirm that because I've already seen it, but it doesn't make a difference what it is. It is a bite off of a carp in front of the camera. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I've just got to focus now, trying to get it in, and absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've only had a couple of commons come into the swim, and it's been the smallest fish by far that we've actually had come in front of the camera, but it sort of fed very, very differently to the rest, and it was very aggressive in the way it was feeding. And on the build up to it, it actually fed for probably about 3 to 4 minutes.
I think it had to go eventually, didn't it? There was like no bait left
If it
there hardly.
hadn't have gone, I would have been a bit like, I don't know what else to possibly do.
Yep, it's a common, definitely a common.
Here we go, go on. Yes!
Yes!
Amazing. Start
Top
to
man!
finish. There's a reference, how big do you reckon it is?
Yeah, well, we couldn't really
Because
tell
we've
on
seen
the...
quite a few and some of them looked a damn sight lot bigger than this one. And how big do you reckon that is, upper double?
Yeah, 18, yeah, I'd say.
So I reckon some of them ones we've been seeing are good mid-upper 30s.
Really?
To start. Yes! I've never been so happy catch a tench and a common.
And an 18-pound common.
Size is irrelevant. We've had our first carp. Yes.
There, he knows.
Oh,
Yeah?
lovely.
Oh,
Nice one.
bosh.
Well done.
Fucking hell. Nailed. There it is. Ready to rock and roll again, that is. That's good product.
Oh, we're back.
Well, sitting over my shoulder is our very first underwater carp of this project. What an amazing feeling, not just for me, but for absolutely everybody involved as well. And it came after making a real small change. And although it was only a small change, it has definitely made the biggest difference. And that change was to go down to put in an almost, what most people would probably consider as a ridiculously small hook bait on. Now that is a tiny piece of Ziggerliner foam. And on top of there, I've got 10 squats, which a squat is basically a tiny maggot. So in relation, that hook bait is very, very small. Kept everything else the same. A fluorocarbon D-rig with a size 4 wide gate beat, which I've got the most confidence in. And it just shows that it doesn't matter what size hook bait you got on, you can use a small hook bait with a big hook. If a fish wants to have it, it is going to have it. And the fish that we've seen have fed all day over the rigs and they haven't spooked once off of any of the rig bits, or they haven't been bothered by the rig at all. All that they're bothered by is that they're going to eat before their mate eats. And the fish has just come in, super, super competitive. And all that fish had in mind, a bit like me, is it's going to eat absolutely everything because it doesn't want any to leave any for anybody else. It's ate everything, left the 2 hook baits. It couldn't leave them. Bob's your uncle. We got our first underwater carp in the net, and it came after making a small change. So I'm going to put this back out. I've still got a couple of worms on my other rig, which I'm going to leave out. It's probably coming into what I suppose would be the best time to catch a carp now, sort of late afternoon, evening. I reckon it's time for more. First day, a carp and a tench. Right, Luke, get your paddles on.
Tony's back.
Well, here we go then. The first fish of the underwater project. And it is a fish that we have seen swimming around a little bit throughout the day. So it is good to sort of make friends with him on camera and then to meet him in real life. Been good, isn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah.
Been
it was
amazing.
great watching that take live on camera. That was awesome.
It's the sheer buzz. I think you know it's gone because you can see it going. What an amazing day, what an amazing experience. The first carp that we've had on the underwater. Granted, we caught a tench to start with, but a small little tweak. This fish came in and just watching their feeding patterns and how they behave. And every fish does sort of have a bit of an individual character. And this fish, very similar to me, rather greedy. And that's why we're holding him up.
Well done, mate. Wicked.
Lovely. Let's have some more. That fish that we've seen in front of the camera is without a doubt the smallest fish we've seen by about 8 to 12 pounds. So the rest of the fish out there are good fish. So who knows what the rest of the trip can hold in store for us. Yeah! Let's catch another one. Big brother. Having the added pressure of the underwater cameras being there, I suppose the main expectations that I had was not looking bad in front of the camera. Now I know that sounds like I'm doubting myself, but what I thought happened, or what I expected was going to happen, has in fact happened. And exactly what rigs I use all the time has worked. I sort of suppose I've proven myself semi-right, but it is only the first day, so who knows what else could happen for the rest of the trip.
Just dropping his rig now. Yeah, the rig's down, mate. You're sweet. It's lovely as well. It's right in centre of shot. He's just dumped loads of bait over the top of it. Happy days. Nice. Could do with bringing that worm rig over, really. Oh, he's picked his maggot rig up again. So,
where's the worm rig? Is he getting that?
yeah, there's the worm rig. Yeah, he's picked that up.
Good lad.
Sweet. Yeah, he's moved that as well. Nice, nice.
I think we have some interesting footage.
You do? Okay, I can't wait. Go on.
Yeah.
Show me it.
In the afternoon.
Getting done.
So, but I think it's the same carp that you hooked.
From the other spot, which is
Yeah.
about 100 yards apart.
Look.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We have just had a big carp go over the live as well.
Oh,
And a tench. Two carp on the live camera as well.
Where is Mozza?
So what's this? This is the live cam, but not on the one that you caught your fish from?
This is the spy cam that's out in the middle of the lake. On
Oh,
the,
sorry. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but this is the same fish. Look, it's got a split dorsal.
Yeah,
definitely the same
million
fish.
percent
That's the one you.
Yeah.
We've got 3 carp. One's
So this
just
is the one that you caught, but about 100 yards from where this
yes,
was.
but we'd seen it feeding on the live spot first before it fed on this spot, and then it must have gone from that spot back to the other spot.
Isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot going on at the minute.
This was also on the right-hand rod, and you
Whoa,
clearly see we place it on a
On
muddy
the clay.
area.
So they're flanking on the clay.
Yeah.
And there's a big perch behind as well.
Yeah, perch.
So this is your spot, Mark.
Okay.
The solid back.
Yeah.
Straight away before the bag's even melted.
Yeah. So
No
it's
way.
not dissolved yet, and there was a carp already.
No way.
So that just shows how they're not scared of the dive. The solid bag hasn't even melted. He can't be no more than 10 feet away.
That was the one that had double bags, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Just
the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Was that a terrapin? What was that?
Yeah, the solid bag. We had some action over
What
there.
the? Is this?
And
Oh
meanwhile,
wow! What
there's
the? That's a terrapin. Is that a terrapin
that's a
in my bag?
terrapin. Your
That's
solid
carpy.
bag.
That is carpy.
Why didn't I catch it? I'm gutted. I'd love to catch a terrapin. What? That's mental.
Play that again. Play that again.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
What the hell?
All right, there he goes. Look at it. It's scanning your bait.
That is crazy.
That is so funny.
Observing it.
That's the
And
best
stay
thing
there
I've
for
ever
quite
seen.
a few minutes.
Unbelievable.
That's so funny. You got done by
That's the
it.
I got
best
done
thing
by
I've
a
ever.
terrapin. What the hell?
There's a lot of guys that all know what they're doing, and I think that's a big, big key. Not for us anglers, so to speak, but certainly for the camera guys. There is a lot of sort of not pressure on the camera guys, but everything has got to be right. And when you're working with technology out on the bank, obviously there is things that can go wrong, and this is just run so smooth, and that is all down just to the preparation. Definitely paid off just by what we've caught today.
Prepping this project was so much fun. We had a lot of meetings with the guys, and they are real professionals in what they do. Both the marketing guys of Fox and the pro anglers, and it's just a pleasure to work with.
Well, Stein is just swimming out one of my rods. I've had a bit of a change around actually today. Having seen just how many tench there are out there, and having seen how they've been over Tom's rods and picking up all his free offerings and leaving his hook baits, I've gone with what I hope is a relatively tench-free approach. Not totally tench-free, but I switched over to using tiger nut hook baits, topped off with a little bit of rubber corn and some chopped peanuts as well, and a little bit of sweet corn mixed in. I know, like I said, it isn't totally tench-proof, but hopefully it will be a bit more impervious to their attentions than using casters and worm and little baits like that. So yeah, hopefully I can have a tench-free night, and when the rod does go off, hopefully it'll be a carp on the end.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start to the day.
Oh, it's the red Maya common. Look at him with the shriveled up pecs.
There you go, check that out. We've got a lovely common of around, I'm saying around 22, 23 pound, something like that. Does everyone agree? Yeah, thank you. So about 23 pound we'll go for. Lovely common caught just before the camera crew got up this morning. And although it wasn't caught on one of the live cameras, I'm still really, really chuffed about that. And this fish actually fell to the only rod that I didn't change, the rig last night. This was caught on the The solid PVA bag, that was my go-to tactic at the start of this session, and that was a rod that did the biz. And I might persevere with that today. Right, let's slip it back. Okay, there you go. Oh, she's off. Right, I want another one now, this time in front of the live camera. Yay! Okay, thank you.
Well, I'm going to be dropping a solid bag on to the live camera that Tom was fishing yesterday. We're both going to fish a rod out there, and I'm going to use obviously the solid bag, a bit of plastic for the hook bait, bunch of squats on top, got some crayfish mini mix pellets in there, mixed with casters and squat inside the bag as well. We're going to put a little bit of bait out, the same amount of bait and similar bait to what Tom put out yesterday, and hopefully it's the solid bag that goes first.
I'm going to switch it up again slightly today. I've had the tench on my spot probably for about 12 or 14 hours. I did catch one first light this morning, which is classic tench time, but they are very, very finicky. So I'm going to go on a rig that probably wouldn't be suitable for casting should I be chucking out to the spot. But seeing as they're getting dropped, it's worth trying just to see if I can catch a tench that little bit quicker. And it's a little bit of foam, but with 5 casters tied off on top of it as well. They were definitely filtering the casters through, and they were spitting sweet corn, even little bits of chopped worm back out. So if they want caster, this is going to be out on the spot. Hopefully it catches as a tench quicker. If it does, it might be a good thing, because if we can catch a couple, hopefully we can remove them from the situation, ready for Mr. Carp. But if a carp does come along, I'm pretty confident that it's going to have that as well. So let's get it out there, sit back and see what happens.
There goes the rig. Rig is down. Nice.
Oh, big carp's come through. He didn't actually, again, didn't go down, he just coasted through.
Well, pick it up, do whatever you need to do.
Carp.
Oh, nice common.
Mate, that's the big common. It's back again. We haven't really got to know about you two guys, because you are a little bit backseat compared to the other guys. You know, they're out in the water, we're seeing them a lot. So yeah,
it's always the one who holds the camera is never in the picture, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So a little bit about you guys.
In angling, Willem is also a professional angler.
Yeah.
Me less so, I'm more the tag along for the angling.
You're carrying
I'm his videographer.
He always catches the biggest fish when we go out.
Yeah, but I'm your videographer. That's what, whenever he puts out films and I'm not in them, it's because I was behind the camera.
You're behind, doing the hard work.
So,
well, you're the best at the weddings, I'm the best at the angling, and combined we can do these projects. In this case, with the underwater team, is just the best of both worlds.
Even the smaller things that the people at home don't necessarily see, it's a massive, massive project. But obviously you've got such a good working relationship with those, the underfishing guys, and to have 5 people here that all work so well together, because a shoot is very tense.
Yeah.
Very tense, but so far it's all going bang on. So yeah, let's carry on with the rest of the shoot, and you never know what's going to happen.
well, every time everyone gets excited, like the baby goes like a little bit nuts.
What do you think about the tubing running over the bait?
Well, it's the first time that it's happened like that.
That we've been able to see it like that at least.
Yeah, so we'll soon see if they spook off it, but it's quite a good thing to look at, isn't it?
Yeah.
You hit it with the mouth.
Oh, is that a carp?
Oh, that's a carp. Yeah,
that's a carp.
And feeding. He's feeding.
That's on the line as well, look, not bothered by it at all.
Weed. He fed on some weed. The next hour is going to be very important for today. This is a good opportunity.
What's that in the background? Is that a tench flanking? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Carp.
Ooh, that's close.
Mate, that's a big
Who's
carp.
a big carp. Look how fat he is.
Yesterday.
Nice big mirror.
No,
No.
But that's where Mozza's hook bait
You've
is.
been done by a tench.
That was bang on the bag. That was a carp.
Yeah, there. The one on the left is a carp.
Fully's coming in. The fully is coming in. Mouth is
Nailed
above the
bag.
solid bag.
He's
On the solid bag.
my god, he was
bag.
close. That's a big fish.
That was close.
That
man.
is.
Oh, look at
It's
how
a
pretty.
linear.
Carp.
Yeah.
It's a different carp.
He knows there's something
nice
there.
carp.
That is a
it's like a
proper
Oh, it's
carp.
so
God,
pretty.
man.
We're watching underwater camera.
Did you just spit that all out
Yeah.
up there?
That's 38 pounds.
Oh, coming in, coming in,
There we
coming
go,
in.
carp.
That's the.
I've got the
the
tube
linear.
one. That's
Had
This
the
is a
tube-
different one,
Had the
look.
tubing over its mouth. Had the tubing over its mouth.
This is the first
Didn't
really
stick
fat
in.
one that we saw.
Didn't care.
Here we go. Look at his age. Look. It's just whole carp in the screen.
This is me and myself.
Oh, wow.
And one in the back as well.
Oh, wow.
It's like.
Hey, dip your head.
That's
you
a
think-
good fish, that.
You think he might
That's a
stick
good
in, right?
carp, that, isn't it? Go away, Tench.
He's going for your solid bag.
Yeah, he likes the solid bag. Yeah.
Go away.
That's the thing with the solid is they once they're done, they're done.
That is the first time we've seen him feeding on the weed like that as well.
And another one, or is it the
Huh? Yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it?
If he goes down, it's the. Oh,
Tom, this is close.
no, it's really close. Really close. Not close enough.
Oh, look,
Big
what is
carp,
that?
big carp, big two. Oh, what's going down?
Oh,
That's on your bag.
On the back. Is he hooked?
What is that? Weed.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
weed in his
Big
mouth.
weed.
Something.
He came down right on your
your
solid
solid
bag. Like exactly.
There's my hook bait there.
That's the fully there,
Yeah,
isn't it?
watch
Yeah.
it. Watch
And
it in
they're,
a minute.
they're going to
look.
come
It
back
turns.
from the other side
that,
as
innit?
well.
What hook bait did you have on that, Moz?
Little pink.
Look at
Look
that.
how pretty.
Here we go. Watch this.
It's so big.
Watch this now. Straight on the bag.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Gone.
He gets pricked there, 100%,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
He's having a week.
This is going to have it. It's going to have it. Go on, you pig.
It's a big one.
Go on, you pig. Oh.
This is teasing.
Oh, life.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's one of the linears.
Oh, beautiful linear. I can say big one.
We just missed that one.
Wait,
It
what's
was
this
so
with a
close.
solid bag?
I need to take a photo of that.
This will be it.
Yeah, he's on it. He's on it.
They're giving it away.
Right on it.
Yeah, they're spoiling.
Oh, yeah, look at us.
Go away.
No
Oh, is it
spoilers.
away? That shot off.
Tom's like at the edge of his seat. He's like, in case I have to run.
Good.
Oh,
my days, man.
It's coming in, coming
That
in.
one is close.
They're definitely gonna have that hook bait. Surely. They're now. They're wrong.
I think that's
Mine's a
Tench.
little bit this side.
Stop giving it away.
They're completely having it now.
That's close to me.
I reckon that's
So there's
Tench.
two tench at the back there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
there's another carp coming in from the left.
No.
Mozza, lower.
Oh, man. This is unreal. We haven't had this
many's
before.
there?
So much activity.
My God, there's more carp just appearing. That's a tench, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
No. There's like 3 on me in there.
They're wiping the lot, mate. If they
How
don't
hard
eat
is your
it,
heart beating right now, man?
One of you is definitely gonna get one.
A Tench.
Oh, I wish I had a fresh rig out there, man.
Yeah, we were thinking about
we
it.
need more
That's a
bait as
shame.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, they were clear.
My goodness.
Oh,
another-
that's a big one.
Oh, so close.
Oh, that's a giant, that, isn't it? That is a good carp, that.
So Tom and Mozza have all the carp over the spot. And Mark, what did you get on your spot?
Look at that.
Tony the Terrapin. that's the best footage.
That is
I've ever seen.
unbelievable.
That is proper mad, that.
Tube.
That's a beautiful linear, but just
They don't know what the tubing is.
They're not interested. They're not even bothered that there's 2 rigs like 20 centimetres apart.
And a camera like that big.
Yeah,
They don't mind.
they're putting on a good show for us.
Oh yeah, surely. Only the visibility isn't that great.
okay.
That's close to me.
Casters, that's on the casters. That is so close on your hook bait, Tom. That is on your hook bait. How could he miss it?
Carp and tench feeding so close together as well.
Yeah,
Now
not bothered
they
by
are,
one
yeah.
another, are they?
Just think how much this is happening all the time and you just never know. That is like, his peck is over my hook bait. He's keen, this one.
Footage, man. It's insane.
Is that a tench on me?
It's weird, man. Not a single indication or bleep so far. And this is happening on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not spooking off the lines, which just furthermore shows that the fish are more interested in the food than their surroundings. Because once they get into a frenzy, my tubing, granted the tubing is as camouflage as it could possibly be, they're touching it, one of their mouths went over it and it flicked up in its mouth, but they were in such a frenzy. So all of the rig mechanics and the rig material is and everything like that is absolutely 100% spot on, which I would never have questioned anyway because it's all I use. But it shows the regularity of bait and how you put it in is the biggest factor of getting fish feeding, and that is an extreme frenzy now. The tench and the carp.
That's that one.
That's close.
Ooh, wow.
A lot of weed.
There's a lot of bait still left there.
Yeah, you see all the casters wafting up.
Now it's murky. Are there hooks on the rigs or?
Well, I'm questioning it.
My goodness.
Oh, he's shaking his head.
Yeah, that's on it. That's on it.
See him shake his head then?
Does he have it?
It's the big fully,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why?
See him shake his head then?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, that's the big one. That's the big one.
That's the fully, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Why?
It's lovely fish. It's
Oh, we need that one. That's the best fish we've seen so far. That's
Look at that.
Oh my. That's a
common, yeah. Different one.
They're just appearing out of nowhere. Another one there.
It's completely covered.
It's like 4 or 5 fish.
Look at this. This is insane.
They're piling up. They're piling up.
The linear.
There's a lot of competition now. You think they'd throw the guard down a bit now, wouldn't you? You think something's going to happen.
I think the guard has been thrown down.
Don't even think they've got the guard up, do you?
But now you see how much bait is there. If you only, how much did you put out? Like
two pints.
That's all, and you see how long they can feed on it, and there's still so much left.
But the amount of bait's in there is what's keeping them there for longer, which is the longer you can keep them there.
There's thousands of particles.
It's like if you get people into a shop, or like when you do like we've done some markets, and you have like a load of like bits baskets at the front. The longer they're there for, the more they end up spending. Just the longer the fish are here, hopefully the more chance you've got to get a bite.
When you're just tipping down, having a mouthful and biting themselves. It's not like they're grazing. They're not getting the rest out and just grazing, are they? They are sort of mouthful.
Which is all this theory when people say they bait out with boilers, the fish just graze along the bottom. No chance. They just pick where they want to feed, and then they'll have a little look, and then they'll go and feed again.
There's one. That's correct.
They don't feed for like a continuous amount of time.
No, they don't.
What happened to my terrapin anyway? Where did he go?
Mark's like, back to me, I want to go fish.
I think the terrapin's the one. Keep your £30 fully scoped. There's not a terrapin. That's close to me.
It's that bream.
No!
Yes! The 17
That's a big bream.
It is a big bream. That's a huge bream, isn't it?
£17 bream.
Was it just one in?
Yeah.
No, wait, only one bream in. Hey, you want that? That's Drennan Cup, isn't it?
There's
All
only
day
one
long.
bream in.
Go on, Mozza.
Mozza's gonna catch the only bream in the lake.
That's a giant.
So what's the name for the bream?
That's got to be close to me.
Barry the bream.
That's a big carp. That's the same one.
I think it's a female bream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why do we keep giving them male names? Then we find out after they're
It's
females.
just Bernadette.
Just
That's what I'd have gone
identified.
with.
I'm getting it.
It just
I'm getting it.
emphasises so much
getting it.
with carp fishing how much
Is it a common? No,
luck
it's a mix.
and
Oh,
timing
he's just biting.
Go on.
and is involved.
Did you see that? It's like, go away, mate. Yeah, this is my bait.
Isn't it? Like there's no set thing you could ever do. It's all about timing and luck. Because one of these in a minute will pick the bait up. You'd like to think.
100%.
Law of averages.
Yeah.
You think it's a good strategy.
Say that.
There's a bit of luck as well involved, yeah.
They are having it.
That's close to mine.
Yeah.
You have it, Dave.
Are you sure your rigs are out there?
Where'd you drop them, Dave?
Put them down on the rock. Hey, what have you done?
Joke.
I'd be running if you said that. Run away, Dave.
Yeah, run away, Dave.
There's a carp now. These are nice things.
Oh, that was
They're not very buoyant.
I don't believe that the hook point will be done, because on them carp hooks, them hook points stay sharp for so long.
I don't know. Maybe the lead's gone.
If you were using like a sharpened hook or something like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
On
But
gravel.
I do not believe. I think maybe you've got a little bit of weed round it, or it's just rubbish. Because, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was fishing right now. Oh!
Is he hurt? What's that? Does it look like he was hurt?
What on earth
What
did
was
I mean, it looked like he sort of almost started flanking, but
This is the one that sits on the spot.
Here we go. Oh, didn't even see that.
Fish. It
Didn't
was
even
a
see
fish.
it. Yes, Mozza!
Now Mr. Moz is in, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. And that's my next approach. A super duper high powered 12mm yellow pop-up that is now a wafter with a couple of old magnets on top. So I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm going to pray that Mozza gets this one in. Remember, we have got a boat and that, Moz. Don't do anything heroic. It's really weedy in front of the spot.
Well, we saw one that come in, shook his head, then flanked and went all mental, and it looked like he'd been hooked or something weird went on, didn't it?
A good one.
Well, we don't know who's on his side. So, like,
30-pounder.
Mozza, you've got the terrapin.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Mozza, it's
We didn't see that.
every day is different. If the air pressure dropped a bit, they might feed a lot more aggressively. They're just tapping down and they're just, but I did say, I guarantee we'll hook one today, and we've hooked one.
so we were watching him.
That's it, that's what you picked up.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
It's still the bigger one.
Huh?
It's still a 30-pounder, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
But this just proves again, we've got one rod left, it could go, why you get double takes when they're on the bait.
Yeah.
Because they don't spook.
Nah.
It's crazy. For some reason, something's really switched them on today.
Right, well, this fish has been weeded for a little while now, and we're lucky enough to have a boat to use to go and retrieve whatever might be weeded out there. Well, we know what's weeded out there,
It's a
don't we?
mirror with a row of scales down the middle.
Yeah.
That's it, pick the bait up.
If this is a common,
I'm telling you now.
because we had this yesterday.
If it's a common, I'll pack up. Do you want me to hold the rod while you go get the boat? I'm rubbish.
No,
in the
you
boat.
just bring
I'd
the
fall
boat.
out of the boat.
This is the life. Your heart's going 10 to the dozen here. There's no better buzz than being in a boat playing a carp, let me tell you. There he is, just there. Oh! Oh, shit. To get the rod behind me.
Go on. Go on, you pig.
Yes!
Yes!
Get in there! Yes,
What a
man.
result. Oh. As much as that's great, I want him to get back so we can put the rods back out because they're still feeding.
There's a problem. Mate, there are at least 4 or 5 carp feeding. It's insane. And that's a smaller bream.
It's a bream, yeah.
There are multiple breams now.
Yeah, we get results like that. He's proper nailed as well, right in the bottom lip, exactly where all of these hook holds have been when I've been using this rig. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing there. Like the driest mouth ever. Get in there! It's the first time I've played a fish without a boat engine. You've got to make sure that rod's right behind your
How
head
many
when you're
horsepower do you
upwind.
reckon Dave is?
Yeah, that was a wicked fight as well. Proper cool. Oh, I love that.
Mozza, that is a big, decent fish.
Yes, man. Oh, beautiful. Right, let's up right in.
Ah, Mozza, that's bigger than you think. That's about 27, 28 pounds.
That's not 28 pound. Never.
Okay, I reckon 27.14.
27.10.
Oh, it's quite close. Well done, mate. Well done.
All right, son.
Let's have a look, Mozza.
How's about
What a nice fish.
that lovely, lovely carp, and my first ever carp on an underwater camera as well, on a tactic that's worked so well for me throughout this spring. It was lovely to see it. Well, try to see it. Obviously, with the amount of carp that was feeding on the spot, we didn't really see much.
It's good to get this one because it's a gauge up again from yesterday. So the common we had yesterday in front of the camera, there was a couple of bigger mirrors. This was one of the bigger ones that was there yesterday, but there is even bigger ones out there, and this one's over 27 pounds. So, well done, me old mate.
Cheers, me dears.
Yeah, frustrating, but
exciting all
get
the
there
same.
in the end.
Wicked.
While you lot are chilling over here, there's a chair in there with my name on it. See you later.
How's about that? 27 pounds of underwater Horcott gold. Thank you very much.
Alright, so this is insane. They're still feeding. Now there's only a brief. They cleared the spot.
There was a proper big comment on it.
Yeah.
We're catching more fish after this. There's a carp.
We're having an even better day today than yesterday.
Oh, we need some bears.
Way better.
It's like
we need.
Oh, in the weeds. Oh, look at that.
Sucking up all the weed. The patch of weed is gone.
And another one. And another one.
Oh my god.
There's 4 or 5 there.
How haven't you had a bite? There is still bait. There's bait
Yeah,
all
there's a bit
around
here.
the spot. How much bigger is that spot? I know we can't see the back of it, but that's
I think
probably because the back of it is further away now.
Yeah, and left it's got a lot bigger as well. The left of the screen.
Oh, we want that.
Still carp feeding, man.
Loads, yeah.
Loads?
Yeah, there was 5 there on screen
Look,
just
now
now.
3 at the same time.
We need to go
Dave.
in the water.
Oh, great.
Oh, there's a carp right on his fins. Literally just smelling his fins.
Is there?
There's just a carp behind him right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's he going?
Yeah.
That must be on top of my
So
bait,
that's behind.
surely.
No.
No, there's yours.
He does that well.
Bags down, right in the centre of the screen. It's melting nice. Is that me little look bait there as well? Sick. Looks nice. Look at all them little squats coming out, pouring out of it. Looks wicked. Oh, look at this bag, man. It looks sick.
Before they came back. So it's now 12.
Tench,
Oh, there's
carp.
a lot.
Oh, hello. 3 at once.
Oh,
That's straight on. Oh my god, that was like an inch away from you, Moz.
No
Look at your bag now.
Head back to your bag.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yep, head back to your bag.
Moz, that was your hook bait, and his mouth went brunk.
Never.
He didn't.
Your
suck
rig
it in.
tubing's really high up.
He didn't
Is
suck
this?
it in.
I think this is.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
oh.
the hook bait. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's a new one.
Yeah, that is a new one, isn't he?
It's like you could literally put just that solid bag down and they'd be
Yeah.
feeding on it for ages.
It's not your classic 1 bite solid bag, is it?
Here we
Of course.
go. Here we go.
We're going to catch this one.
You're gonna have him.
That's
You're
clear.
gonna have him. You're gonna have him.
Oh, come on,
No,
right,
he's missed
go
it,
right.
he's missed it, he's missed it.
Anyway, that's that little one that was in the
Yeah.
back of the
That's that
store.
solid bag knackered. Look at that. One flick of the tail gone.
No, it's
Still
all
pellet
still there, isn't it?
It's
Pellets,
all,
all
it's
right.
all pellet. Your maggots are gone. They're going to be feeding in that weed to the left of the spot now. Here we go.
Yeah,
You're having
Mozza.
him,
Get ready,
Moz.
Mozza.
Oh.
Get ready, Mozza. Oh, that's only a little one as well.
Yeah, it is.
Look.
Starting to murk up a bit now. Oh! That's me,
No,
surely.
no.
That was straight for the hook bait, that.
It's millimetres every time, isn't it?
Oh, that was beautiful. It came like
Look, it's cleared
right
the whole
down
bag out
from
now.
the top. Yeah.
Man.
Here we go.
Boom.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Didn't like that, did
That's
he?
a common. That's that big common.
Got the leeches on his pelvics.
No,
it's not made by
Carp on the spot, carp on the spot, carp on the spot. Loads of them. Look at this. I mean, oh, he's going for it. He's going.
No,
He wants it. He
surely,
wants it.
surely.
He has
no.
it.
Look at him.
He's been uttered.
He had the right arm.
Yeah.
Just a big group of 4 of them. He proper
He is
smashed
still
my
chewing.
bag up though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look at him. He's got the right arm.
Anyway, back to the chocolate bar.
Yeah. Where's my rig gone?
It's there.
You alright? Can't see.
Mate. Okay. So it's not.
Piss off, coffee.
It's not done yet. It needs to boil. Oh my god! Look
Oh,
at that.
don't. Did he touch a line?
Yeah.
Mate, I have to switch the alarm off.
Yeah. The tip bounced.
Did it?
Yeah.
No, never. Oh, God. Look at him sucking that weed up, man. Look at that. He's lifted the whole bottom up.
That's
no,
a
don't
vacuum
fall
cleaner.
on. Don't fall on my rig, please.
Don't bang on, Mozza. He's moved the weed closer to your spot where they've been feeding tight to the weed.
Where's me hook bait gone?
There.
Ah, sweet. That's all right. He's still got a bit of this, so even if that fell.
Yeah.
Go on, son. Come back in.
Go on, my son. That's a big fish.
It's a big fish, that. Come on.
This one's coming charging it as a part bench.
Oh, here he comes again, Thomas.
2 of them there. 2 of them there. One's got his arse to us.
Go on, son. Keep coming, keep coming,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
keep coming,
yeah,
keep going.
Yeah.
Oh my days! Mate, that was close.
Literally 1 centimeter.
God, man. My heart's like with every mouthful, I felt the heart go
I'm pulling its lip. Come on.
I'm like, Jesus, man. Oh my days.
Put a stone up against your leg.
No.
Just missed it. That's a big
Get
fish.
out the way, Tench. Oh man, he loved that bit of weed, didn't he? That cod.
Look at all the
Look
bait
all the
it's
bait in it. All the pellets. Look.
They're really diving into it, man.
Look at this
Go on,
one
keep coming, keep coming, son.
You're gonna catch
Go
one.
on,
You're
go
gonna
on,
catch
drop.
Oh, that's a big scaly one.
Oh, it's a beautiful one. It's a double linear fully.
These Tench need to off. Get out the way, man.
Your bait's sitting nice.
Isn't it?
Now it's perfect.
Come on, come back round, please.
Oh no, it's dive bombing mine. Here comes the
It
carp.
comes a carp, it comes
He's come
carp.
for it.
Yeah.
He touched the bloody tubing then, didn't he?
I think so. To the tank.
No, stop pushing the weed, stop.
It's a carp. It's a carp.
It's a carp.
It's the big scaly one.
Yeah.
I think he's in.
Oh, he
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Your hook bait's still there.
Oh, Tom.
Oh! Did he pick it up?
Dave.
Get out the way, man! Oh, these things.
There's a
That's
big
a
carp.
carp.
What you need is a spike on the camera, so like every time you go to get little poke back, do you know what I mean? Little poke back.
Electric.
Shock.
Button. Things.
I'm not even going to help you if you're content.
He's interested, Mozza. He's interested.
No.
It's coming down the rig.
No!
Yeah.
Hey, move that stone off me lead.
He
Can we
says
start
hi.
can we
He
start
says
talking
hi.
to
There's a carp. That's me.
Where's carp? Where's carp?
That's
No, please, no.
Press the button.
Oh.
And I'd put, like I said, 6 casters, tied them up on top of a piece of foam, which I thought personally would have got me a bite quicker, but I never. One thing that I'm sort of picking up from this is that if your bait is similar smelling or the same as what you've got out there, it is in the lap of the gods whether they pick it up or not. And one thing that we are noticing is they are not spooking at all off of the rig, the components, nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the hook bait again to a yellow pop-up. It was a pop-up, but it's been soaking for so long in the matching liquid. Signature, which is an absolutely amazing smell. We'll put one of them on with a couple of maggots on top. And what my theory is that something out there that smells, they're going to home in on quicker, and that might get me a quicker bite. But a lot of it is just luck when you get a bite, but I'm hoping there is a couple of things that I can do that might get a quicker bite.
Now that I've had that first bite on the live cameras, do you know what? I'm looking forward to not only Mark getting a rig on the spot, how the fish are going to react to 3 rigs being on the zone and 3 lines being bowstring tight onto that spot.
Now I've been watching Tom and Mozza having all the fun, all the excitement, so I want to get a rig on there and feel that same emotion because I really want to show them up. It would be great if a fish just dipped down straight away and picked up my hook bait and just ignored theirs.
Brilliant. Let's get those 3 rods back in and on to the next one.
That's a carp behind, isn't it?
Lee.
There we go.
Now they didn't like that. Oh, they got rid of the weed though, so that's good.
Isn't it mad how that weed is like a carpet and he's just rolled it back and revealed like an extra foot of the spot?
Quite responsive that, wasn't it, on the alarm then? Oh look, your rig was proper curled up, Tom.
Oh, that was my rig.
That's Tom's.
We are literally fishing like 3 on a spot, beyond 3 on a spot.
I've been so excited for this. I wanted to see a sort of comparison as well. For me, the most exciting thing here is going to be what rig gets picked up first, the bright one or the one that blends in.
So mostly hook bait related.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That I think the rigs, I don't know from what I've seen, I think the rigs seem to be working pretty good. When the fish actually does pick up a rig, the mechanics and everything seem to all work pretty well. Yeah. It's just getting them to pick up the hook bait in the first place. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing what we'll find out.
So they're in front of the camera. Let's go look.
Yep.
Sick.
Push it. He's jabbing me.
3 on a spot. See, that has touched the line at the line.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Look how much line's going into that spot now. It's only hooking that wide.
See it, but it's got a weird delay on it.
Okay.
That's carp. Come on, Moz. Oh my god, look how much it's just blown.
That's a tench. It's a scaly one. Oh, here we go.
Look at him.
Come on, son. Go on, dip down, dip down, dip down.
Mozza, you're having it.
Dip down.
Mozza, you're having it.
Dip down.
I've got him.
No, you missed it.
Oh,
Missed it.
missed it. I don't know, like, this can't be good for your heart rate because my heart rate is like normal and it goes like that, like instantly. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna throw up on the computer screen, I reckon.
It's the shallowest area.
Here we go. Oh.
No, it didn't go. It went this side of your hook bait. It went this side of your hook bait.
Mate.
What you might put out, Tom, a really light hook bait.
Mega critically balanced, and I mean so it's like a fish farts and it's wafting around. Because I don't know, it's like
I couldn't handle that.
But they're not picking up anything else. Like inside our mix at the minute, it's all very light bait, isn't it? So they're not really having to adjust how they feed to be able to lift up off the bottom the bait that's out there. He's proper head down,
isn't he? He's not
Like,
upright,
he's-
isn't he?
Yeah, but it's still, it's like head down,
I nearly
like
picked Mark's hook bait up, man.
No, nearly picked mine up.
Oh, is that your one there, is it?
That's
Tom's, Mark's,
right.
yours, Moz.
They are perfectly in line. Tench are a lot cleverer than what people give them credit for.
Oh yeah.
They're so finicky
yeah.
in the way that they feed. And
We've had tench on our spots for longer than we've had carp and caught more carp.
No.
Here we go.
No!
Here we go. See,
that felt something that it shouldn't have felt.
But it was this side of the hook bait.
I know, but it was like the top of your...
The maggots touched its mouth.
Touched its lip.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Go on, son. Oh, wrong way. He's going to headbutt the camera.
Yeah, he's close. Hello.
Waving his
That's a big fish, that is.
He's coming back.
Here we
He's
go.
He's coming straight
There
down.
we go. Right beeline for
straight
it.
for it.
Tom's in.
Oh,
No, he hasn't had it.
pushed it out. That is a lovely cod, that. Look how scaly it is.
Yeah, you come in here, mate. You've almost just like that far away from your face.
Almost just up to 60.
Oh,
He's on it.
oh, he's got the lead. He went for the lead then, didn't he?
I don't think he
deliberately tried to eat it.
He didn't go for anything. It's just
Straight
went
on
down.
top of that lead, didn't he?
Oh no, it's that gummy mouth common thing.
Oh, and he's on it. Looked like he had it.
It just bashed straight down on my rig.
What's going on here?
He's on, right on it.
Keeps,
Right on it. Yeah, he's got it! He's got it!
Go on, Carl.
What have you two been farting about at all morning? Yeah, it's about 45 minutes I think that rod was in the water, and after watching what was quite a frustrating few hours for Tom and Mozza to drop that rig in place and it to go so quickly, yeah, that felt pretty good. And it was all on live camera as well, which is even better.
Is it?
That is not a small fish. I'm so happy for you, Mark.
I feel really nervous right now because I've seen what fish it is.
So Mark is literally playing a fish right now, and this is what we're watching on the screen, which is why 3 rods on a spot works so often, and you get double takes.
It's common, you know.
We could literally get a double take right now.
Are they still there?
Yeah, man. That was proper exhilarating to actually see the reaction of the fish on camera, and then there's like a bit of a delay when the rod suddenly like kicks into action as well.
Now we've got a cluster of tench in the way.
And the trimmed down pop-up, the bright high visual pop-up. That's how I would be fishing over this sort of mix. And whoa.
I'm starting to get heart murmurs. Alright, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm telling you, it's happening. Here we go. Here we go. Mate.
No, it didn't suck it in. It went just this side of it. 2 inches away, just this side of it.
This is too much. This is too much, love. Oh, mate.
The fact that this is kicking
up
on
Oh! Mate, that's on him.
No,
he's having it.
He's not.
That's that Brem, isn't it? Oh, that's a good one, that, isn't it?
Mate, there's
Mate,
more
this is
now
a
than
joke.
when Mark had that bite.
Tom, we've come so close, man.
Here's a carp. Here's a carp.
Tom's going to get a bite.
Yeah. Oh, that was so close to Tom's
Another
rig,
pig
mate.
as well, another
Honestly,
pig.
that's a good carp, that. Oh.
About an inch from Tom's.
There we go. There we go.
Yes.
Nicely done. Get in that net.
Well done, Mark.
Mate.
Well
done, mate.
That's the one. Yes.
Now let me get back to my TV. Don't change the channel. Move tench it was, isn't it? Oh yeah, naughty. Oh, here we go. No. Look at the state of his chops. No wonder I didn't hook him.
You're so blind. You're so blind.
What was
Let
that?
me tell you when you're going to get it. Let me tell you. You are so blind.
Look at that.
That's probably close to that, isn't it?
High 20, isn't he? Definitely.
What bait did you have it on, mate? You can tell everyone.
I can tell everyone, can't I? Yeah, that was on the whittled down pink pop-up.
What flavour?
It was a Carp Freaks pop-up.
Was it?
Tom. It was, yes. 1 hour.
I know the bloke that invented them.
Really?
Yeah.
Legend, wasn't he?
He's a bit of a big deal, I'm not going to lie.
Look at that.
So it just goes to show that multiple rods on one spot doesn't spook fish. There's another theory that's been quashed.
Yeah.
Put it there, mate.
Yeah. Well done. Well done on the netting.
Oh,
Well
I
done,
wouldn't
all
have
of
missed
us.
that, would I? How could I have missed the netting? Look at that, it's a lovely fish.
£30, isn't it?
27.13.
Really?
That's 2 ounces out.
Oh, Mark, you're so rubbish. Mate, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely bloody gorgeous.
£27, 13 ounces. Not that weight is relevant. Want to look as good as this, but yeah, I am well chuffed.
What a result.
That is a mega result.
Oh, come on. It's a belter.
That is a beautiful, beautiful carp. And
A take
I
in
am
front of
made
an
up.
underwater camera is always special, but
Yep.
catching this one in front of the underwater camera,
That's,
I don't think you could picture a prettier
that is
fish.
one of the nicest looking fish that we've had in front of the camera. Not the nicest, but one of.
Well, we're not done yet. Let's get this one back, because they're still feeding.
Yeah, they are.
So exciting.
It was also nicely reassuring to see that the carp weren't in any way spooked off the end tackle or the rigs itself. I think all the components we're using here blend in so well that the fish are pretty much oblivious to all the rigs and components that are down there. It was also nice to see how well the rigs performed.
That is a size 4 wide gate beaked carp hook. The longevity in the point, I like that. I've also got some shrink tubing on there as well. I like a fair bit of shrink tubing. I'd say that's about 1.5 centimetres, and it's got a slight kick to it as well. So the hook link itself, that is £25 super soft naturals braid. So that's a brand new hook link of ours, one that I've been using for many months as well. It's worked wonders for me and is very inconspicuous on the bottom as well. I thought I really like that. First time I tried it, caught 2 40-pounders out of Sandhurst. Thought that's a bit of me, this. And carried on using it since then, and I've caught so many carp on it as well. So from what I've seen on the underwater cameras with this setup, it's given me just even more confidence really. And a rig that has caught me so many carp this spring, including a UK 60-pounder. And it's definitely a setup that I'm going to carry on using.
Gone over it. It's never gone in his mouth. Mate, there's more
there's
numbers
1,
than
2,
you've ever
3,
seen.
4, 5 carp on the spot.
Just over
More numbers than you've ever seen.
How did he miss that hook bait, man? That was so close. Oh, mate, you don't want to miss a set. You don't like blinking, do you? He's going on, man. This is a joke.
Yeah.
Honestly, look at the state of it. Where am I, H? It's gone, isn't it? No, he's still there. He's going the wrong way. Oh!
Is that
That's that big fully.
It's so hard to see though, that's the thing. What, like one of you's having a fish, like
100%,
now.
mate.
Bruce is about to be changed, so.
Oh! God, he went for that then, didn't he?
Went for my finger.
Yeah, he went for his finger.
Oh, mate, well, this is madness.
How Tom hasn't been picked up.
The rigs that I've got out there, I think will do me bite straight away personally. I think the minute that rig goes into the fish's mouth, I think it's game over, to be honest.
Go on, down. Surely. He's on me, man. He's on it. Surely. Mate.
Just strike. Surely. Oh no,
Mate,
the hook bait's there.
look.
He's got to have it. He's got to have it.
One of us has got to get a bite now, surely.
Is it? There's your hook bait there.
No!
You have
He's
been
pushed it.
turned over, Moz. Turned over.
I'm not having it.
Where
He's done
are
that. I'm not having it.
Where are you?
He's
You're
further
there.
across, yeah.
You're there.
It's
just
bright,
like,
yeah, and
it's
it's
like
gone do,
his
like
mouth
that.
is there, the hook's there, and it's just
Yeah,
gone.
Oh.
No, it's got to go left. It's got to go left.
Oh, he's on it now. No. That was close again though.
This is madness. There is a bite imminent. Imminent. Here we go.
Where's my rig then?
Mate, your rig's like here somewhere.
We've got the perfect zip in.
That's it, surely.
No. He didn't. Wow, I mean.
Yeah, yours is in the clouds, like.
We need to get more bait out and that rig out straight away. Mark's rig back out. Yeah, so it's mine.
There's 10 fish on the spot.
There's so many fish there. It's just so hard.
Come back, mate.
It's just so hard.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's got it.
He's got it. Go on. No, which one? What's happened?
No. He hasn't. He bolted.
You've been absolutely
Miserably,
done.
It's not there, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he bolted.
You got that.
Full reposition on all 3 rods.
I think we're gonna have to now.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll get that in. I'll make another bag then.
It's gone.
With Mozza having to redo his rods, it made sense for us all to freshen things up. Having seen the rig sit in place whilst all the free bait was blown all over the spot, I decided to try a super critically balanced worm hook bait in the hope it would behave just like the bait we were introducing. More worms were chopped and added to the mix for Luke to deposit over the spot, along with my new rig and Lee's new solid bag.
Yeah,
That's a bite.
Here we go. Right, do you want
Oh
this?
yeah, I see it.
Are you sure you see it?
Yeah.
So you've got, because obviously, so you can see, Moz, like you've got your pellet at the bottom, which is where your hook bait is, and then all of your
And that
your
lead's like
squats.
proper encaked and all that. You can't
There
see
you
the
go,
lead
all
or nothing.
Look at
can
all
you?
the squats
Like,
coming
ew.
up off of the bottom.
Yeah, that riser squat.
Riser squat. Look, they're coming up and dropping down. Like, that does look the nuts.
Created the ultimate effect. The middle one might go now and it might prove us completely wrong.
Yeah.
But so far, the outside edge of the spot seems to me like it is the more prolific area. Which I know a lot of people say, oh, fish right on the edge, but you can't gauge that when you're spotting and you're casting.
Oh, your worms proper blew up then, just like a hook bait though. Wow, look, your hook bait's moved that far. It was there, it's now there.
Is it?
Like you said, you wanted to get it really critically balanced.
Yeah.
That moved just like a bit of,
Yeah.
just like a hook bait there. A hook bait, just like a bit of free bait there.
Oh yeah,
Look how wide.
Yeah. It's going for it. Go on, my son.
Oh, Tommy T.
I already pressed it.
That's what I mean. It just doesn't. It goes to show, doesn't it, that you can have like, which you would assume a worm would have the best pulling power of anything.
Yeah, but the thing is you've got loads of chop worm out
Oh,
there,
I
so
know.
they're just like they've got that scent and those aminos everywhere. The good thing and the bad thing with naturals is that they are so attractive, but like you can't. I don't think you can make a hook bait stand out better than your free bait because they get so tuned into it that they're just eating everything in sight. So it's just it's just a waiting
bait
game.
there, isn't it?
I mean, they've all
and
the
them
boilers that
pellets
we've
have
all put
held right in.
The pellets are a lot heavier than all of the naturals.
Mozza.
That's happening, isn't it?
No. That's fed for the long time. That's a big common, that is.
You definitely want to catch that common.
Another carp behind it as well.
So,
That's carp from the top.
It is a carp.
Right on.
Has it got it?
look at him.
Oh, that was a tench. I come down.
Linear tench.
That was close. He got
Really
right
close.
down.
That's a carp. That's
Yeah,
two
he's
carps.
coming
They're
right-
making
no,
proper
right, it's a
beelines
tench.
for it now. Oh no, don't miss again.
Come down.
No!
carp's next to
Look,
it.
it's right next to
Oh,
him.
No,
It's moved it. It's twisted the rigs up.
that was my rig it picked up, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's picked them
was
up.
that the hook bait in his
Yeah.
mouth? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it just picked up.
Must have been.
Oh, nice is not the time for
My
this.
goodness.
I can't see my hook bait now.
No, where's it gone?
There's Mozza's and there's Mark's.
Oh,
Mine's
it's moved all the way.
running right alongside
They're
that
underneath the
tubing, innit?
tubing.
No.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know in a normal situation, so you've got to
Yeah,
let it
you
pan
would be
out, see
fishing
what
like
happens.
that.
It's been
way.
done by a Tench. I mean, Tench are good at getting rid of rigs, though.
I'm concerned that they might have taken the hook bait off of mine, but I can't see it.
It's there, isn't it? Isn't that it here? Is that not it?
Oh, coming in.
And you'd have hooked that.
Yeah, that was right where it was, wasn't
Well,
it?
that's down where it is, just on the edge there, near that bit of weed.
That is a good fish.
I reckon I should drag my lead back.
The skills on that.
I wouldn't touch it. There's
No,
another
I
carp
wouldn't
coming in.
touch it, and you couldn't in
It's a
real life.
carp.
So.
That's literally headbutt at the bottom. Look at them charging now. They're really revved up by this.
Oh, we got one! We got one!
Let's go, Mozza.
We got it!
Okay.
They had actually, like,
Man, that was crazy, that.
yeah, there was, so they had pushed mine and Mark's hook bait underneath my tubing. And then I'm saying to Tom, like, oh, I think I should drag the lead a bit, But Tom's like, well, at the end of the day, you would never know, which you wouldn't do, obviously. But it just goes to show when they're in a frenzy like they are out there at the minute, I don't think they're bothered by it, which is mad. But I think the main thing to take from this is whether they were willing to feed on the outside or more confidently feeding on the outside of the spot rather than the inside. But this has put all that out the window because this is the closest one to the camera. They're obviously not fussed about the camera whatsoever. And we're playing another underwater carp. Amazing.
Oh, he's really pretty.
Well then, Tom.
Flipping hell, Lee, I've only got a 6-foot handle.
Oh yes, go on. Go on.
Yes,
Mozza,
Mozza!
get in there.
Happy days. That's a good one.
Cheers, prickers.
That's got to be over.
That's a belter, that, isn't
I think
it?
that's the biggest one yet, isn't it?
Oh, look at that thing, man.
Nice.
Have a word.
Nailed, Mose.
Is that the biggest fish
They
so far?
always are, son. Oh, that is serious, that, isn't he? He's lovely. 32.8.
Nice.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, there we go. Proof in the pudding that even if your rig's not sitting pretty, like it wasn't for this one, using leads like that impact lead nails them, because this one was well and truly nailed. Didn't he fight hard? Absolute epic fight from this 32-pound Horcott beauty. Oh, over the moon. What a day it's been for all of us. You know, 3 rods on that spot. Thought, was it a little bit too tight? But definitely wasn't, because we've all had bites off of it, and I'm sure there's plenty more to come. Wicked. Oh. And there's his other side. What a couple of days it's been. Unbelievable. 2 days with the underwater cameras, and we've already had many bites, and this special 32-pounder. Wicked. What a carp. Get in there. Get in there. Nice. So this is the lead system that I'm using on my solid bag rig, and what you may notice is these are our brand new impact leads. Now, for people that have purchased these and struggled a little bit getting the actual drop-off inline tools into the lead system, I've got a little tip for you on how to do it nice and easily. So to actually put the insert inside the lead, all you have to do is pop that into the bottom there so it's semi in position. What you'll notice is you can't actually get your finger inside there to push the insert there home. So what you do is you use the other end of the inline drop-off kit and push that in, so you're using it as a little bit of a tool, and then pop your line through the lead like so, and then pop your insert into the top there. Pull the line tight, using tubing on here with a tail rubber over the top of the inline kit, and as you'll notice there, that's all in place. When a fish picks up the lead, it's always picking it up from the heaviest point, dead center of the lead right there, and then that will all just fall away. As the fish pulls it, the insert comes out the bottom, and then the top comes out, lead falls away if you need it to do that. And when you've got weedy waters like this, that is definitely something well worth using.
The biggest learning curve so far has definitely been the harder you work, the greater the result. We focused a lot of time on one area for a short period of time, I may add as well, put a lot of effort into it, baited it regularly, fished it well, and as a result of that, we've managed multiple bites in front of the underwater camera, which is otherwise an alien object to the fish because they don't see them every day of the week, and you are asking a lot to get bites in front of them. But effort certainly equals reward. The harder you work the swim, the greater the result and the reward will be.
Oh, it's a big one.
Go on, go on.
Go on.
He's got it!
Yeah.
He's got it!
That is a proper
Is it?
Yeah,
it's proper fighting.
So how were you able to pick out the tench? There were so many big carp feeding.
To be honest, I'm not just saying it, they're harder to catch than the carp. So this is to me is a more creditable capture than any carp that we've had so far. I'm the only one who's managed to catch 2 tench. And interestingly, yesterday the tench I caught was when I topped it off with worms. And today the tench that I've caught, is when I've topped it off with worms. So if you're an avid tench angler, and I probably don't need to tell you this, use worms. Oh, it's Tommy the Tench, it's Tom the Tench. It's the one with the big belly.
Shut up.
Yeah,
What?
It's Tom the Tench.
No way.
Yeah. This was our first movie star. It was the first one on. It's Tom the Tench. Go on, Luke, get her in. Him in. Is he in? No. Yes.
Well done.
Go on, moles.
That's the result.
Thomas the Tank.
I'm hoping people can see the excitement on my face of catching a tench. I'm an angler, not just a carp angler. I'm bloody happy with that fish, you know. The most famous tench in Horcott, this is known as Tommy the Tench. It was the first visitor onto the spot. And I don't really know how it got the name Tommy. I think that was referencing the little belly this has got to the belly that I've got. But there he is, Tommy the Tench, the hardest tench in Horcott to catch. Live on the underwater camera. Tench anglers, I'm coming to a lake near you. That's really made me happy, that has. So we're standing here on our second evening, and yesterday morning we would have never guessed how well it would have gone. Today has been a brilliant day, a mega team effort. Lee, you've had 2?
Yep,
27 and a 30.
Yep.
Mark, you had that common this morning, and also you've had another upper 20 as well.
Yeah.
Far beyond our expectations, but all of the fish so far, bar Mark's one that he caught early this morning, have been on one spot. Now, like I just said, yesterday we had envisaged that we were going to be standing in the same spot, not moving the live camera because it could potentially be hard to get a bite underwater. The camera's big, the cameras are alien to the fish, and really none of us knew how it was going to go, did we?
Didn't know how the fish were going to react. No.
Here we are stood where the social tent was, where everything was set up, because we have chosen to move the camera, because it's gone that well. A risk, I know you are all probably thinking, what are you moving it for? But we have a 22-acre lake and we are fishing at the moment on 1 square metre of it. The spy cameras are picking up such good information as well from around the lake. It isn't just like the fish are in this one area, they are all around the lake. Fish to the right, fish to the left. We're on a big point. We have access to all of that water. So in my opinion, it makes sense. Not that I'm running the show. Please don't think that I'm running the show. We're here as a team. They've just told me that I had to start and introduce why we're moving the camera. So now let's listen to some of the other people's opinions. I feel like a news presenter tonight.
I thought we were all going to jump in and be like, no, I don't want to do it.
I thought,
I want to do it. No,
I think everyone agrees.
So, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Mozza doesn't agree. Mozza.
I don't agree. Well, for me personally, I think it's hard enough to get bites underwater. So for me, I would change the scenarios, change the baiting scenarios, change the rig scenarios more, put hinges out, pop up. But I get it's gone well, and I get the fact that viewers at home may want to see a different spot and perhaps them different scenarios put in place on a different area.
That's the beauty of us.
Anyway.
Yeah, we've all got different opinions. Go on, Mark.
No, I'm easy either way. There's a lot of fish in front of me, and there's a lot of water that we're not covering. I've seen a lot of fish over by me, and I haven't even had a rod in there since this morning.
If we was turning up, we wouldn't be fishing in the same peg.
That is what I'm most curious about. Can we establish the same thing on a new spot within the same 2 days?
In a different part of the lake.
Exactly.
Which in reality, we've seen a lot more fish in the other areas than what we have in the central zone. But I believe, with the way that I fish and the way that that spot started, is with the regularity of bait going in, is the reason they've chosen that area to feed. So we're not having the whole stock of the lake in front of one camera at any one time. So when you move again, you're going to get a completely different group of fish that might feed differently to what we've seen.
I also believe the stock of fish that we had on the spot wasn't so big. The same fish kept coming back and again and again.
Yeah, but we're still going to have the spy cameras on the original spot. But all we won't be able to see, I mean, I'm talking here like I'm running it. I'm not really, please don't believe I'm running it. But
He's running it.
Yeah, but we'll still see the same fish, but they'll be on the spy camera. So we won't be able to sit there and be like, oh my God, the fully's back. We'll be able to look back at the end of the day and be like, the fully's been on me again, and it's completely wiped me out again. And as well, with this type of fishing and obviously the disturbance, if you're fishing normally for carp, a spot can very quickly blow. As good as it can be good, it can soon blow. So we could spend another day, and tomorrow could be a waste of time because it might have blown, and then we'd have always thought, why don't we try somewhere else? But like I say again, I'm not running it. You've just asked me to stand here.
So we've made our decision. Are we gonna?
And we say, okay, Tom.
Are we gonna keep rambling on for an hour, or are we moving?
We're going to make a move.
There's lots to do, so
See
let's
you on
go.
the flip side, in a new location.
He's not running the show.
I might actually go for like a presenting job. Well, I've just done a rehearsal for my company there.
Tom's still fishing that spot. That's been really productive for all three of us today. But I've found a new area over in my swim. I do feel like there's a lot of fish there, and I feel like there's a few missed opportunities there. So yeah, I've got a new spot found. I'm going to go out in the boat and put some bait in, and I'm really excited to see what tomorrow brings. See if we can try and create the same sort of feeding situation that we've been able to create in Tom's swim.
That is an absolutely phenomenal day's angling. I've had 16 bites just today. Well, it's the third morning now, and last night we made the tactical decision to move the underwater live camera to another spot, but I'm still going to carry on fishing the original spot, which is out in front of me, but we're just going to put the spy cameras down. It will be a little less exciting than watching it live, but we know that it's a spot that's produced fish, so at the same time it will be exciting to review the footage back later on and see if we see similar activity to the two previous days, and also to see if we see similar fish that were swimming around, because they did sort of form almost a little friendship group, and it was the same sort of fish appearing time and time again. There is already fish out there this morning, so I'm pretty confident that something is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, well, we'll have to make it happen. It's not often when you work in a big team that everybody gets on.
Whilst Tom can't see his spot live, now at home we can see exactly what's happening on his spot. Within no time at all of putting the rigs and bait out that morning, the tench were back in on the spot and the carp weren't far behind. The first fish to pick up his hook bait was this mirror, spitting it straight back out, all whilst Tom was blissfully unaware. Initially it looked like it had spooked, but it was straight back in and feeding confidently. It seems to be a fish that feeds very slowly. Fish feeding like this can be incredibly hard to hook. Would a different rig have fared better? Watching this play out today is going to be really interesting, as without exact knowledge of what's occurring on the spot until the footage is reviewed this evening, Tom will have to use his instinct to tell him when to bait up, recast or change rigs, just like a normal day's fishing. It's not much longer until the very rig that was just spat out by that carp nails a tench and Tom's away.
I would say it was a tench. It never took off.
Well, today's a new spot day, which I'm still a little bit dubious about, to be honest. Didn't sleep well last night, got up mega early and everything. But I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm actually going to put a hinge stiff rig on the very edge of the spot where the weed meets the actual area. I'm going to pop a hinge stiff rig on top of that and see if that works. So something a little bit different for a brand new spot today.
They're on it now.
Well, for the last couple of days, we just watched the tench swim over us. Granted, I've caught a couple, but they're very, very finicky. This morning, in probably the first hour, I'm now into my third tench. But I'm not complaining, because at least I know that we can still get bites out on that spot. And as we've already seen on the underwater cameras, where there's tench, there's carp. So every one of these I can remove from the situation is one less, meaning we've got more chance of hooking the carp. Oh, and I've lost that one, which isn't a bad thing. That one wasn't to be. I think it was a tench, to be honest with you. But that is the quickest bite that we have had. Probably within 10 minutes of putting the spy camera down. So it'd be interesting to review the footage and see if it was a carp or it was a tench. If I was to put money on it, I would say it was a tench, but it's not a bad thing because it's obvious they're still out there and the change around in the camera positions hasn't made a difference at all. Keeping everything consistent, has carried on getting the bites. Let's see what the rest of the day brings.
Right then, I'm going in with a hingy.
A hingy?
Yeah,
okay.
what are you going in with?
Well, I thought, I mean, what would you say the most popular rig is at the moment?
Got to be a Ronnie in it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think a lot of people turning up at venues these days are using Ronnies. So I wanted to see just how well they perform, and specifically over a clean lake bed.
Yeah.
For me, over a clean lake bed, I would normally fish a bottom bait.
How many times have you found a hard spot, it's cracked down, you chuck a Ronnie on it? Most people do that.
Exactly. So I want to see how well it performs in this situation.
Yeah, exactly that.
And you're going with your hinge?
Yeah,
fishing
in the weed, just on the edge of the spot. Going to put that into the weed because we've seen a lot of the fish sort of feeding right on the edge in the weed, where we had one carp spew a load of weed out yesterday, which was quite cool to see. So, yeah,
it's a perfect presentation in that situation, isn't it? So yeah, I think they'll do good.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
This is the beauty of having divers and being able to do have a spot move like this, because
look at him, look at him.
That is a big carp. We've got
his
tench on the
belly.
spot, we've got carp on the spot. He's found that spot 15 minutes ago and just put bait down, and he's going out to put the rigs down now.
Luke's here.
It looks like he's on the spot now.
Yeah,
and that
they've
carp's
just spooked off.
spooked.
Yeah, there's the lead.
We know that there's fish there.
Yeah.
There's a little tiny spot out there. That's going to be perfect to show what we want to test.
Yeah.
Tench on the spot, tench on the spot. It's amazing how much disturbance they make on the spot. What's that behind? Is that a carp? Can't really see. Oh, that's a big common, that. Common. Naughty, that is a good fish. God, there's a big common just come in right behind the tench. I couldn't see where he went. Oh, that tench is all over pictures. Is that him coming back? That might be him on the left-hand side here. Is that him? That's a fat mirror, that one. Big scaly thing. Oh!
It's going to be really interesting because so far it's just been like balance hook baits, hook on the deck.
Yeah.
Like
them ones that are coming in and just taking a mouthful, they're going to be homed in on these two hook baits, 100%. I reckon we're going to get a giant on one of these. If these tench leave us alone, then we'll get a giant off of one of these. And I don't think he'll feed. I think he'll come in, smash that hook bait, job done.
I hope so.
Decent one, isn't it?
Is that common?
Big on that. It's a big fish, that.
That's that big scaly thing that's already been in. That's the second time he's been in, that one.
Look, it's like a tail.
Yeah. They don't care about that camera at all. That's a nice cod, that. That is a nice...
Something has changed today compared to yesterday, because I'm fishing exactly the same, and already today in the first hour and a half, 2 hours, we've had more bites, or I've had more bites on these rods than we had the whole day yesterday. So getting the tactic right is a major factor in fishing, but what is also a big factor in fishing is weather conditions and how things can change. So always being confident in what you do is a massive thing, but no 2 days are ever the same weather-wise. It's overcast today, we've got a little bit of rain, the air pressure's dropped ever so slightly, and it's almost become extremely, and I don't really want it to come across in a overconfident sense, but it's become very easy this morning to get bites.
Oh, there's that big cut. Oh! Mate, surely that's a giant with a tack tail.
Hopefully we can get this one in and show you guys a carp. If not, we'll definitely be able to show you the bite because it was on the spy cam. But here we are, 2 hours in to day 3, and already this is the 4th bite off of this spot. So I'm going to stop rambling and focus on getting this one in. So Luke is now swimming out to get near where the fish is to hopefully just lift it up out of the weed and to just to free it. I don't want to land it from a boat. I'm not very good in a boat and I think I'd cause more problems, but with Luke out there, he'll be able to just lift the fish out the weed and I should, fingers crossed, be able to safely land it from the bank. But we need to go in the boat to get it in.
Do you want me to come in the boat with you?
Yeah. I just don't want to mess it up. Well, the fish has come up out the weed, so thankfully I've not got to take to the boat, but the next problem I got is it's now kiting on a long line round to the left-hand side, which again shouldn't be a problem, but I just don't want it to run into any trees, and it's going a long way round there. It's a scaly one, but not a big one, but it doesn't matter. Size is completely irrelevant. Would you say size is irrelevant, Kenyon?
Hold him, Tom.
Love to see that go in the net. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Ah, first one in front of the spy cam. Can't wait to watch that footage back. 4th bite off of the spy cam spot this morning. Let's have a look. It's just so much different to yesterday. So much different. Look at this one, straight in the middle of the spot, not a care in the world. Totally different to yesterday. Yeah, you can see straight away it's a completely different response, and the one thing that's changed today is the weather, but it's such a small change. But I always say this to people whenever they try and compare your captures to somebody else's. The only thing you can never have 2 of the same in England is 2 days of weather. Yeah, other than the fact that they've gained massive confidence in that spot. But it's such a blatant spot. You know, when we've hovered the drone above it, a lot of what's written and what's said in carp fishing is don't fish the blatant gravel spots. But to me, this says to me, if you find a blatant gravel spot, fish it. It's clear for a reason, but the weather has played. 80% of the day has been overcast and the pressure has dropped. Only a couple, but it's dropped a couple of bars. Well, how's about that one then? Look at that. My second fish now. A lovely scaly mirror, about 22, 23 pound. I know everyone always says weight's irrelevant, and when you're fishing underwater like this, every single bite is a massive achievement. Big change up was made last night. This morning, the weather slightly changed, and it's been a real... I'm confident, if I can get this one slipped back safely, that this is probably not going to be the last carp of the day. But even if it is, what a magnificent fish. And interestingly enough, it's a fish that we didn't see on the live cameras. So there is definitely a lot of passing traffic. Who knows what else the rest of the day could hold for us. Look at that.
I'm so curious to the underwater take, Tom.
Yeah, I can't wait to, especially being a fish that we've not seen. Maybe it's responded differently to the other fish, I don't know.
Nice one, Tom.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got you. I want to say
He's
what's
got
happened there. My hook bait just...
He had
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
that tench.
That's
Record
sure.
that. Because that,
It did pick
that
me up.
tench 100% sucked it in.
Did
The
it?
hook bait vanished.
Yeah, I just
and then reappeared.
I didn't
there?
see the tench.
Yeah.
I just saw my hook bait disappear. I didn't see the fish.
Yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
That's on me, wasn't it? I just clay down the side of him.
Yeah, proper got a load of clay on him.
It's that tatty tail thing.
One of you is
keeps
going to
coming
catch one in a minute.
in. Oh, that's a different one. That's that.
It's that common.
Go on, go on, go on, go on.
Surely,
go on,
surely, surely.
Shake
He
your head.
righted himself, didn't he?
Oh,
Mate.
He hasn't picked me up.
He hasn't picked you up. I think he just missed it, but like we can't see nothing now.
No, he hasn't moved.
There it is. He reappeared just. One of you is catching in a minute. But, right, do you reckon that having the pop-up is making a difference to not hooking a fish?
I don't know.
Look at that waft up there.
Not yet. I think if we're.
Oh, he didn't.
He
like
didn't
that.
like that.
He didn't like that.
I don't think he actually. I think it seemed to catch him like the outside of his mouth.
Yeah.
When he went down, it seemed to catch him just on the
But
outside.
was that?
He didn't
But
like
was
it.
that because was he going for the
I
hook
don't
bait,
know.
or was he going next to the hook bait and then felt it up
That's
around
what I
his
think.
mouth?
I think he's gone
Yeah.
for something near the hook bait, and he's felt that.
Oh, that tench
And that
just
tench has
went
done the
for
same
him.
thing as well.
Just
See that?
mouthed
Yeah.
it.
See, that's, and that is why
With the
I
pop-up,
think using a pop-up is
Yes, exactly. It hasn't intentionally gone for the hook bait.
they're like going down to it, but they think it's on the bottom and they're missing it.
That
That's
could have
what I
been what
think.
that
Here we
could have
go.
been what's happened, you know.
There we
go. Look at that. I mean,
That's a
amazing
big
footage.
carp, that, isn't it? It's a big common.
I mean, this is why I don't fish pop-ups over gravel.
Is that one in the background there gone down?
Why did you put it? Did you put it out to prove a point?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But now you wish with
I-
that big common swimming about.
I did it because that's how most people fish. But it is the most commonly used rig at the moment, probably.
Oh,
Or
here
certainly
we go.
one of.
Here we go.
yeah.
Here we go.
And that's why I did it. It wouldn't have been my choice. He
man.
must have.
Nah.
I wish I had a bottom bait out there.
Yeah, but then with the bottom baits yesterday, they were doing all this.
Yeah,
though,
but
weren't they?
these
Well,
are
they
feeding.
didn't.
I think these are feeding even harder than
No,
yesterday.
I don't know,
caught pretty
mate.
quick on that trim down on the bottom.
But with yeah, what I was saying is, it became pretty apparent early on. It became pretty apparent early
Go on,
on.
H,
that-
get it out. That's
that
on
the
me.
naturals were the ones that really turned them on, and
Yeah.
like they almost feed too hard on the naturals, like
That's a different carp, innit?
Yeah, it is a different one.
That's a different one.
It's not a big one.
it's
I
enough.
know.
You know?
He's got a big set of shoulders.
That's
on him,
that one that
sitting
kept
on-
guarding the
Set-
spot over
yeah,
there, wasn't
yeah.
it? Sitting on the
Sitting
spot
on
like
the-
that.
Yeah,
Look at him there.
that is
Mad.
amazing.
He's sat right on your hook bait, Mark, isn't he?
Yeah,
There's
if I-
mine there,
if I had
isn't
a
it?
bottom bait, it'd be great.
Yeah, that is yours.
That's another cut. That's that
another one that's
common.
coming in.
Busting him out the way.
I can see my pink hook bait
Just
underneath its anus.
Is that what? Is that you there, Mark?
No,
Look, it's 5 scales.
I was thinking,
Get
what's
out
that?
Get out the way!
Move, Tench!
I'll just leave for a sec. Give the others a chance. This is.
Oh, mate, look at him.
Can I get a different rig on now?
No, you've got to leave these out there.
No, I
until-
haven't. I did it to prove a point.
But yeah, but the thing is, like yesterday, they were all over us with them little hook baits on the bottom, like all over us for ages.
It
Like,
is annoying me
these
that I'm
rods
fishing
have only
not
been
how I
out
want
what
to
an hour now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's it.
Oh. He went for it.
mate.
He
And
went
it was sat up
for
too
it.
high?
And- No. He didn't even get to the bottom.
Oh, mate, it's
It's
just full of
carnage.
carp. Just
Absolute
like
carnage.
absolute
Come on,
carp.
come
Look,
and
is
sit
that
there.
common?
Oh, one of you're catching it. You're catching it.
Not on a.
Not that we can
In all
see.
seriousness, right, all the fish bites I've had this morning have all been on exactly the same presentation as what you caught on the solid bag yesterday.
Are they?
Yep.
When you say like the pink with two
Pink
with
some
maggots
spots
on top. But
So
they
this
have
just
been.
proves that if you bait another spot, look what they do.
They have been going down to that pop-up.
Well, we got Indy.
Shit. No, well, because they're both fishing 2 pop-ups over the top.
Is that you, Mark?
I wouldn't be fishing with a pop-up. I did it
So
to
where
prove
am
a
I?
point.
Is that me here? Do you think?
Yeah, I reckon that's you.
That's one rig there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never fish a pop-up on the gravel. I just wouldn't. I'd never do it.
You know?
No.
But I think now a lot of that bait's cleared. If they come back, I reckon one of us are getting a bite.
I don't.
I do.
I literally have no confidence in it.
Your head's blown.
It isn't blowing. It is not at all.
I'm just putting it on. Oh, in readiness.
Sorry, I should stop swearing, shouldn't I?
If I get a fish now and I'm wearing this, stop recording.
The purpose of a pop-up is to keep the
coming
hook
back
point
though,
clear
aren't
of
they?
any weed or debris that can
Yeah, I
stop
get
it from
that.
getting in.
I do.
There's no weed or debris there.
I get that, but I think we've just got to give it that little bit more longevity. To look. Oh man.
What time are we giving it till?
11 o'clock.
That's ages.
It's half an hour. Here you go. Here you go. I swear I saw it go in his chops then.
No. It's feeding on the bottom and it's just not sat where they're feeding.
Multi, aren't they? Raspberry and vanilla.
Raspberry and vanilla.
Oh, you're in. You're in.
Oh.
You're in. You're in. You're in.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, man.
I'm never getting a bite. This is worthless.
You know what did it, don't you? Raspberry and vanilla Oreos did
Yeah,
that.
I told you.
I wasn't expecting to catch anything. I'm like, the pop-up isn't going to go. It's not going to go. It's not the right presentation.
Did you see the rig hanging out? He
No,
stared
I was-
straight at the camera, and your rig's going like that, and he's like, I'm not
I was
going to
dunking a bit. Dunking a biscuit in a bro, and you nudging me. You're in.
Well, I hope you guys press record.
I think so.
That
still
will be a
going.
great reaction.
Was it going? It was going. And you get 8 seconds before, didn't you?
I'd love to see that back.
Raspberry.
Oh, you're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. You're in.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, man.
Where did my coffee go? I don't think it's in the mouth.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, you see it on the screen. He's looking at the screen like that, and the rig's like.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pulled during the fight then? That's on the outside of the mouth. That's tipped down on another bait and hooked itself by accident.
Reckon?
Yeah. That's not gone for the hook bait.
That's a great talking point.
It is. It just totally proves what I've been talking about all the time. I'm still going to count it, but...
Anywhere in front of the gills, isn't it?
There we go. There we go. Yes.
Get in there.
Is it where I think it is? Just on the outside? Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Exactly what I said. So it is hooked where I thought it was while I was playing it. It's hooked on the outside of the lip. So I would probably claim this fish ordinarily. It's hooked on the outside of its lip. So I would probably claim it, thinking that it's sort of been a clumsy feeder and it's sort of missed it, gone down for the hook bait, missed it, and it's just caught on the outside. But in reality, I think it's been feeding on a food item close to the hook bait, and as it sort of righted itself, it's hooked it on the outside of the lip, which is why I wouldn't fish pop-ups over a clean lake bed. But it's an interesting, really interesting point, this. Anyway, let's have a look. Would you claim that one? Of course, it's above the tail, you'd claim it. Right.
So there's the pop-up.
Yeah.
Down.
Oh, he did go for it. He made a...
That's in the bottom lip, that. If you look, can you slow that? Can you pause it? Just as it...
Yeah.
I didn't think he went for it.
It looked like that was in the bottom
lip.
lip.
Did I?
As
He's
he
gone
stares
straight
at the
for it.
screen, yeah, he's gone straight. He's not even at the bottom. Look, that is centre of the bottom lip, isn't it? Oh, it's hard to tell, isn't it?
But he's gone for it. He has gone for the hook bait, which I didn't think he did. I thought it must have been feeding around it and it's caught him, but he's 100% gone straight for that hook bait. I'm claiming that one.
But that's exactly what I was saying. I reckon they were going to make a beeline for these. Now all that bait had cleared up.
Yeah.
And that they were going to make a beeline for it once it had all gone.
Yeah.
So
I can claim that one then. I feel happy about that one.
I wouldn't.
There we go. Got a nice chunky mirror of around 26, maybe 27 pound there. And we have watched the footage back and it definitely made a beeline for the hook bait. It definitely intentionally picked up that hook bait. I don't know why it was hooked just outside the lips, but it definitely went for the hook bait. It definitely ended up in its mouth and I'm definitely counting it. Okay, let's get back over to the live camera and see what's happening down there.
I think the main thing that I'll take away from this session this week is the importance of baiting up little and often, because you just would never know that those fish are coming in, cleaning out the majority of the bait, and when there's only a small quantity of bait left or all the bait's gone, the fish just disappear. So it is important to keep the bait going in little and often to keep those fish feeding in the area.
Bench.
Well, I just had another bite. It's a drop back. I'm assuming it's probably a tench. It was very shaky at the start. It's just gone into the weed. I'm just going to keep the pressure on it because much like before, bit of pressure, they do seem to come out. But now the fifth bite on this spot, which is unbelievable. And as well, good news is we've just had another bite in front of the live camera after getting it in position this morning, baiting it up, fish are on it straight away. So could not be going any better. Hopefully one of the real big ones slips up because we've definitely had the big carp feeding in front of our spots on numerous occasions. It's managed to get right in the weed.
Double bait? Pick up, no, it's mine, I think. Pick up a minute. We got two on over here.
What is happening, Tom?
I'm not talking just yet because this is a disaster. There's too much talking goes on and then we just end up clocking things like this happen. Don't even know if I'm going to, don't put any pressure on it because I've got a feeling it's going to be under their rods in a minute. I was trying to get it back first because it's stuffed around a tree, so it doesn't really look great at the minute. Yeah, got it. Now we can talk. Oh, disaster. Well, it wasn't a disaster because it went round a tree, but got in my chest waders and it's now in front. So I'm going to hop the other side of the net and it looks like another scaly. And this was a double take. A carp, whilst we were sorting this one out, the other one went and it was a tench. They are on it. Having it large. The scaliest fish we've caught. Look at that for a hook hold. That bite should be cool on the underwater because it was really subtle. Well, Willem was in and he said, oh, it's a carp. And I was like, no, it's probably a tench. And it was just really like skitchy, almost like how I imagined it is it's on its tail and it's just going like that with its head to try and get rid of the hook. It's a lovely fish, look. Well, we're almost all getting a bit stumped for words really, but it is getting better and better and better. Look at that for a mirror carp. One of Horcott's finest, another around the mid-20 mark.
Going very well.
Want to give him a little kiss?
I think he doesn't want it.
Well, this one definitely warrants turning around. Look at that on that side. What a carp. Yes! Ready, Stein? Lost for words. Really chewing. Look at that carp. It's chewed, it's chewed, it's chewed, it's going down.
Yeah, now it's in its mouth. Yeah, got him.
Bottom lip.
The rig is, if anybody watches this that doubts an Illusion D rig again, they need their head testing. Look at, if you go back on that clip, you watch it go in its mouth.
Let's go.
What's weird is the transition of the hook going in and the bait coming back out is so lightning fast that it just shows that you need a hook that's not necessarily razor sharp, but something that it's sharp enough that's going to grip hold so quick. Look at that. It's in, it's eating it, but because the length of the rig, it hasn't known it's in its mouth. Hasn't felt no resistance. It's trying to chew the rig.
Yeah.
I can't believe the response to that rig.
Well, so we're going to go in with two totally different tactics this time round due to the pop-ups.
And also the amount of tench that's out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're in this situation and you knew there was a load of tench feeding on your spot, you probably, your first line of attack probably wouldn't be all the small particles and the natural bait. So you more than likely would be going in with an all-out boilie approach. And that's what we've got here. We've got, you've got your
S7 in there.
That's it.
There's some tuna in there as well. So you've got tuna dumbbells in
Yeah.
there, 12mm S7 along with a few tigers.
Yeah.
Hook bait wise, you're going in with...
I'm still going with bright, and I know it's not sort of, I know, you know, it's 2 bits of artificial corn, and I know it's quite a tenchy looking thing, but they are quite cute at dealing with rigs, and they haven't been too much of a problem.
Plus, you'll be able to see that on camera, obviously, a lot easier as well.
I would like to be fishing with a match the hatch boilie in this situation, where you're just not going to see the hook bait on camera, so that's why I'm using something bright. You're going with something similar-ish, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I've got just a 12mm bottom bait, so an S7 bottom bait with a bit of our pink plastic on top of that as well, just for a visual sighting, obviously, for the camera. So both on Ronnie's, is that right?
Yeah, exactly the same rig that caught the last fish, actually, exactly the same, but instead of fishing with a pop-up, I'm fishing with the 2 bits of artificial corn fished as a wafter.
Exactly the same for me. Right, let's get these in the pond.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Same.
Here we go. Perfect! Not that he can hear me because he's under the water moving it at the moment. Absolutely perfect.
The rigs are back in position. I've got a few handfuls of boilies and tigers out there. Let's see what sort of response we get from this.
There we are, there's you, Mark. Look how clear it is now.
Yeah, oh good. Can this hold both of us?
No, I'm going to give you this chair, Mark.
Good. That's nice, that's romantic.
You could just go ahead and sit on his lap.
That's my chair, isn't it? It's fine, I'm okay here. Boilies are quite clumpy, aren't they?
Yeah, but saying that, like, it only takes one fish to come in, they'll just all get blown around the place.
If you start with them more spread out, then they're just going to end up out of frame really quickly.
That's not me. That's not me. No. Well, someone's gonna have to. This is crazy now. Another double take. Again, I was a bit dubious about this one. I still am a little bit dubious, but I do think it is a carp. But I think the reason why the bites are so finicky is because they are literally having it that much that I think even after they're hooked, they're not actually prepared to leave the spot. And it's really becoming quite crazy now. And this is very, very similar to a situation that I try to mimic on all of my trips. A lot of the people that follow my fishing and know how I fish it is very one-dimensional, very one-trick pony, if you like. But if it's the only trick that works for you, it's something that's worth sticking to, and it works time and time and time again, and it is definitely working here. We're now getting double takes in front of cameras, which I'm not, well, I'll put my neck on the line, I'd say it's probably never been done before, two bites almost simultaneously. And carp, tench feeding together, it's clarified a lot for me that I already thought that I knew, but one thing's for sure. One thing I would say is if you're going fishing, definitely a couple of rods on one area, because when you can get carp competing The greed of a carp outweighs caution and they become very, very almost easy, and I hate saying that word, almost easy to catch.
Oh, I'll ring it back, I'll ring it back, I'll ring it back, I'll ring it back.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, he didn't like that, did he?
Close.
He did not like
He did
that
not
at all.
like that. What did he spook off of though?
Regular baiting, plenty of disturbance, let the fish come in. They're an inquisitive creature, let them come in, and we are in to another Horcott carp, which is a double take, and Luke here is playing a tench. I'd say this is a smaller carp.
Lovely.
I think it's a tench. Go on, Stein! Hey, another one. Small common. All massive, massive achievements, no matter how big or small. I actually think I was the happiest I've ever been to catch a tench as well.
Oh no, please don't beat me. He was going straight for it, wasn't he? Dip right down, straight for the hook bait.
It looks
like twice they've done that.
Yeah.
Like the first one.
Go on,
again.
Go on, go on,
No,
go on,
no,
go on.
No,
Oh.
no.
Wow. So
They
at
are
least the
attracted
dents
to
are
that, aren't
attracted
they?
to, yeah.
The pink, definitely,
To
yeah.
the pink, yeah.
I mean, who isn't?
I want shares in Illusion hook link material. Can we call the corn like the Tom Maker range?
The mallet cord.
Well, it just keeps on happening, I suppose. I don't really know what to keep saying, but this was part of another double take, a fish that we never saw on the live camera, so I'm very, very excited to look back on the spy cams to see at what point these new fish have entered the swim and how quick they've been in the swim before they have picked a hook bait up. I know this one isn't the biggest carp in the world, but I will quite happily fish for carp of any size, and certainly when you're doing a project of this magnitude, you cannot pick and choose what pick your hook bait up. And at the start of this film, we was all a bit dubious as to how it was going to turn out, and I would have taken this fish for the entire time that we've been here. But it just so happens that this is just another bite in front of the camera. But look at that, a lovely Horcott, battle-scarred common. Lovely times.
I'm rolling though. So it goes, I got it.
Got it. It wasn't the most graceful of reels, but we got him back. A characterful mid-double common. God! Every fish is a big success. Look how he wants it. No messing about. It's in.
Yep.
Again, first time. It's like, it's so good for my confidence. This is.
Perfect.
Like I would class myself as a very confident angler because I fish the same way so often. But to see this rig going in every single time, first time, bar the odd couple, which you're going to get anyway. You're going to get that anyway.
Oh, this is really strange. Watch this.
What did I just witness there?
I don't know. It looks like it's reversed, but
The rig looked like it was part of the Matrix.
Listen, no. This
It's
is
really
insane.
critically balanced, but that must be insanely balanced.
Oh, wait, what? Oh no, you
But it's
probably...
like you've played the clip in reverse.
Yeah.
No.
Because it
You know
goes
what
up.
happened? The hook link is on the bottom, right? That Tench feeding, and with his nose, he picked up the hook link
It's gone
in the
under
middle.
the rig and it's
Exactly,
brought it up.
and he went up, and then he straightened the
And
rig.
it just went whack, I'll have it anyway.
I don't think he sucked it in. I think you foul hooked it, this one or something, like in the mouth. Because he wasn't feeding like up in the air.
Yeah, we have to revise this one. This is insane.
Okay,
Keep an eye out on the hook bait.
It's here.
Like, now the hook bait's going up. See? Now
I
it's
know
going
what you're
up.
saying. That is like a real shock to his system, isn't it? I've never seen anything like that.
Me neither.
The rig's just floated off the bottom.
What?
It's like a magic rig.
No, I've never seen anything like that.
How did you tie that rig? We need
Magic.
that.
it's 310.
Go on, go on.
No!
Go on.
He's done it. He had that right in his mouth, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was the first thing he went for, wasn't it? Do you reckon it was the colour he was going for? Or the leech? Man,
We'll
he's
see
just
what happens
dive
again.
bombed down, wasn't it?
I do think pink is a very good colour.
You don't think?
I do think.
Oh.
I'm impressed by them, was he
Oh,
just...
oh,
Go on, go on!
Oh,
Nah.
oh,
Look
I
at
don't
him!
want him.
Oh. Not interested at all in that yellow, are they?
Flanking at the back there.
Yeah, because there's the next one.
Go on, go on!
No! It's like he can hear me, isn't it? No! 9!
You think
He's had a few handfuls.
What's no in Dutch?
Nee.
No is nee.
Nee, I said nee.
Oh, no!
So close! So close!
Honestly,
Somebody's
these
gotta
two
catch a tench within 1 hour.
Be quiet, you.
What is he doing?
Yeah, it's very true, Harry.
Look, 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 look!
No, no.
He has it. No.
Oh, it's still there, isn't it? Oh, there's something on my hook.
Mark, you press the button. We have so many of these clips.
Finally, a carp's coming. See how the tench have disappeared? Now he's coming.
He's the boss now. Yeah.
I know.
Both them double takes have both been.
When you
carp
say
first.
that, there's...
Oh, he's gone, look.
Yeah.
There's carp. Here we go. It's coming in. It's coming in. It's coming in. Straight for it. Straight for it.
Oh, did not like that.
He wanted to have it. He wanted to have it.
He touched that hook,
bait
didn't
for
he?
it.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Touch the hook.
Yeah. This was a proper beeline.
Is that
Freaking cute, man.
Oh no! No! He got me.
Oh, he's done you. He's done you.
Press
Good.
the button.
Unlucky, Mozza.
You can press it again.
Thank God. Thank God, not done.
Oh, look at him straight.
That's carp. That's carp.
He's got you. What's happening? He must have you. How does he not? What's going on? He must be in his anus by now. What's going on?
What's going on?
Mate, he's proper hammering the spot, isn't he?
How have you not caught that?
He is absolutely hammering the spot.
You must have him, surely.
Oh,
Did he forget?
I thought I
he
saw
got
something
hooked?
hanging out of his...
What happened there? Nothing's gone for that
straight
yellow.
in for that hook bait.
Nothing yet has gone for that yellow. Every
Where's,
time it's
is that me hook bait there?
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah. That was close,
He
man.
came out of nowhere. Right?
Didn't he?
Straight for it.
Straight for the pink.
Yeah.
You got a sniff of that pink and he wanted it.
That's a good one. Tom, you just got orders from the boss. You cannot swim out the lines anymore.
No. We'll be all right. It will continue. I don't think I'll be as accurate as Stein, but I'll be all right. We've got another carp on. This is almost becoming unbelievably good. I think
What?
this is...
Almost becoming?
It is becoming unbelievably good, really.
It is.
All right, it is. Well, this one is in the weed, as there's a few of them have gone in the weed. But we're going to go out and try and get this one in from the boat, much like Mozza did. But I am not very good in a boat.
I've got your back. I've got your back, don't worry.
Ready, Harold?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Bloody hell.
Right, we're in. This is proper HMS, probably gonna topple over.
You see the Titanic go down? This is HMS Maker just about to go down.
I think this weed has really come up over the last few
it has.
days.
This wasn't up last night.
And it's just, this is the area where it's the thickest.
You think it's still on?
I think so. You'll see the line is still there.
Yeah, I'll say.
There you go. Yes, mate.
It's the big common.
It's not, it's a scaly one. Oh, get the red rolling up. Yeah, it's a lovely scaly.
Yeah, it is.
Wheel again.
Just push us that way. I reckon if we just get over the top of it from that angle.
Yeah, it's really thick weed. Shall I go there? Yeah, no risk.
We need to get it like up and then just start drifting away.
You just can't hold yourself, that's the problem. I thought it was a common.
No, mate, no. Massive scales on it, lots of them.
Oh, this is a good fish. Come on, Tom, you can do this.
Stop saying it's a good fish, Lee. Say it's a tench.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mate, it's a nice fish.
Yes, Thomas! Yes! Yeah. Oh,
Whoa,
man,
that is an amazing carp.
Look at that.
Well done. Unreal fish.
What a carp!
Yes, Thomas. Can I cast now?
Right, you are casting now. That is it. You're casting.
Alright, shall I pick up that camera that we can revise the footage straight away?
Yeah, because we're going to be dropping the camera.
10 fish on 2 rigs in the morning. Very happy. Look at my legs shaking, look. Every fish should make you feel like this. Absolutely walloped. Mate, that is special.
Yeah, there's one on my barrow, the left-hand side. Oh.
That's a tench. It's on there.
That's on.
Go on, Harry.
Wind it in.
Yeah, take the glory.
Take the tench glory.
Again.
Mind you, that last carp bite was like that. Not that one, but the one before.
I'm playing this left-handed because Tom's just sorting out his absolute big one. We've just pulled the camera off of the spot and he's had a bite from a carp. Like, as close to a double take of 2 carp as you could get. We haven't got this take in front of the camera, but like this is Tom Maker in his prime with underwater cameras. It's just the most unreal thing.
Oh, it is a carp?
Yeah, I said it was a carp.
We need a landing net if that's all right, please. This don't feel too bad, this. We just smashed about on top of it with a boat for like 10 minutes getting a fish out the weed. Dive down, pick the camera out, and it's still gone.
Go on.
That big in.
Go on.
Go on, the double take. That's the linear. That's the big linear as well.
Is it actually?
Mate, it's a big fish. We've had worse days, Rodney.
That's deep in.
I just think that today confidence of the fish had definitely arisen, and also the small change in the weather as well. 31.10.
32.13.
Well done, Tom. You've caught a 30 pounder or 2 in the break.
Wow.
2 fish for £66. Job's a good one. You had a 6, didn't you, Moz? Does make you put in perspective how big a £60 carp is. Harold.
Thomas, we're like, what a day. What a day.
Nice fish. Right, let's.
The thing is it's that good and we haven't even looked at the footage yet, which will just make it even better.
Go back to that fish there That was the linear that we pulled the camera out on.
Really? No way.
Yeah, the 30.
And it went for the hook
32 pounder. That is. Yeah. That's the 32 pound linear that we pulled the camera on.
Yeah.
So that was hovering about.
It went for
and
the
you
hook
caught
bait.
you caught it after
Yeah.
this.
Look.
Because then we took the camera out.
It's the same fish. Yeah.
Right, Tom, you hold up the pretty one, okay?
Yeah. You hold up the equally as pretty one. Yours is a linear. Mine is a linear, but my scales are just 2 inches longer than yours.
Very different.
Have a look at these two. Ready? That is a brace to catch on an underwater film. 33.3 this one, 32,
12 I think,
12
something like
that one. Almost simultaneously. What a brace of Horcott carp. What a day, morning it's been. Simply lost for words. Look at that. 2 incredible, incredible mirror carp.
Yeah, but for everyone who's saying, oh, he's just having his rigs put out by divers, not anymore.
No,
everything's going to be casting from now on. And bearing in mind, he's got to hit a 1 metre by 1 metre spot at about 80 yards. Good luck.
I need it.
I don't think you do. I really don't. What a brace, Tom.
Don't get better than that.
No, man.
That is a proper brace of mirror carp.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Should we get them back?
Yeah. Off you go, big girls.
Look at
them side by side. Harold.
Still got a day and a half left.
I'm gonna have a bottle of cherry Coke.
You're gonna get clipped up. That's what you're gonna do.
So the one bite that I want to see is the linear. Right. Obviously is the best looking fish that, I wouldn't say of the trip because they've all been good, but it was the best looking fish that we've had today. And we landed it from a boat, which is another big thing, but I would like to see that because we never saw that fish yesterday or the day before, so.
Let's hit the record button.
He's feeding with another fish as well, which is interesting.
So on the left, he's coming in.
That's him, that's him, that's him.
With the apple slices. And he picked it up.
Straight away.
Picks it up.
Wow.
Wow.
He was not bothered by the rig. Not bothered by the rig.
Feeding so confident.
And as well as what gets me with that fish is it's bigger than the rest of the fish. So it's fed a lot more in this lake to have got that big because they weren't stocked at that size. And to feed with such confidence, and it's probably a fish that maybe only comes out once or twice a year. So like everything is clearly right, and it picked that rig up like it had never seen a rig before. Wow. That was, that fish for me is like, yeah, that is a phenomenal carp. And I'm glad I didn't watch that bite live. Because if I'd have watched the bite live and we'd have been in the boat and something would have gone wrong, then I would be sitting here now re-watching the footage thinking, oh my God, I have literally just lost probably the best fish we're going to hook on this trip. But thankfully, the table's reversed today and we watched it on the spy cam. Amazing, what an amazing fish that was.
2 brand new products that we simply couldn't have lived without on this shoot are these 2 brand new transport power barrows. I've been lucky enough to use this one for the past year. It features the trolley style wheels at the back, so we're maneuvering around corners. Simply couldn't be easier. These are the most powerful barrows you'll ever get your hands on. This one here, I've had it loaded up taller than my van and it didn't struggle whatsoever over any terrain. We've obviously got a slightly smaller one. This is the Big Daddy one, the one that I love the most. They're absolutely feature packed. There's product videos on our YouTube channel, so go over there to check them out.
Okay, so now the fun begins. I'm not allowed to put another rod out in front of the underwater camera with a aid of a diver, which a lot of people are, oh, it's cheating, it's cheating. It's not. We're here to get a job done. The job has well and truly been done. The spot, though, is small. Now, I'm used to fishing 3 rods on a spot, but even by my sort of standards of a spot, this is quite small, but it's very, very visual and it's very gravelly, surrounded by dense weed, so it isn't going to be too hard to find. I've already clipped up to the spot, but it is such a minuscule difference between being on it and being off of it. But I'm very confident that I can land at least 1 rod, if not 2 rods cast on this spot and bait up over the top. And if I can't, well,
You get in the sack.
Get in the sack, I've lost my job. Right, here we go. It's too far to the left. Bang on it. Do you see the crack down on the tip?
That's bang on.
Is it right in the middle?
Yeah.
Ready? That's looking good. Ready? Watch this. Oh, that's the daddy. Right, so I need to cast at the middle pane on, you'll have to zoom in on this so you can reference it to the viewer. There's a window and there's a triple window. The middle window needs to be the right hand rod and the edge of the left window needs to be my left hand rod. It's very small, but if I pull that back now, that is the one. That, in a minute, we are just going to clip up to a spot and tell you exactly how far it is and where to aim. So if you are coming to Horcott and you want to fish the exact same spot, we are going to tell you exactly where it is. And this spot, let me tell you, is prime, absolutely prime. The spots of all spots. So we're now going to clip these up. Yeah, look, you can see it's on the gravel. Clip these up and get them out. And the lead here was a brand new lead out the packet. And just to clarify even further, there's chips taken out of the paintwork already. So I know I'm on it.
Tenchified, well and truly. So we've just had so many tench in the swim now, and the carp's just not appeared, have they?
No, no. There is some oily left.
We've got the diver to go out with all of what we've been putting out, and he's just about to drop that over the same two rigs. We've not changed our rigs. We thought we'd give them an hour.
There you go.
So let's just drop that down now, right over the top of the rigs. Nice.
That looks good.
Yeah, done it. And hopefully that's the difference, fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's see what that does, eh?
Yeah. We'll give it an hour of these up baits and then maybe change them up.
Yeah, look how your pink stands up there amongst all that.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
That does look really good. If I was a fish, that's what I'd pick up.
Love a bit pink.
Do.
Who don't?
Exactly. I would like that. Would like my hook bait change, but it's just blending in with the corn, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
It's interesting what they were saying about orange being a really attractive colour. I've never really.
They avoided Tom's orange. First day he used orange out there and they avoided it.
Right.
They didn't go anywhere near it.
Well, I've not been allowed to put the rods back out yet because we are getting so excited with catching carp that we are missing the vital points, and the vital point is obviously the rigs and the method and the tactics. Now, the rig that I'm using, it's going to come to no surprise to any of you watching this that it is a D-rig and it is tied out of Illusion. But it is a rig that I have got so much confidence in. And when you're putting yourself out there to do an underwater film, you want to put your best rig out there. Now, it could have gone drastically wrong, and it couldn't have gone or looked how I thought it might have looked and how it might have worked how I thought that it was going to have worked. But let me tell you, if my confidence wasn't already at 100% with this rig, it is now at about 10,000%. And this is a rig that I have got so much faith in now. It is unbelievable. So I'm going to talk about a couple of the elements of why I use the rig and the way in which I do. So first of all, I tie it from the 19-pound reel line Illusion. Now the reason why I tie it from that Illusion is because it is on a bigger spool. We do a 20-pound hook link version, which is on a small spool, and you do have to straighten it out in order to get the perfectly straight rig. But the reason why I use it in 19-pound is because I don't straighten my rigs. As it comes off the spool, I like to leave the coils in the rig. Now the reason why I leave the coils in the rig is because I don't want my rig sitting dead straight on the bottom. I'm a firm believer in if you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. And the things that I've seen on the underwater camera, the fish almost seem to clear an area of bait, whether they're doing it intentionally or whether it's just the way they feed. In my head, I have now convinced myself that they use their pecs to move the bait around to see what moves. And if there's a hook bait that stays in place for a length of time, I would say they see it as a danger area, but it isn't always one of the first things that they go for. So by keeping it long and with a balanced hook bait, it keeps it moving around. Now, the other vital part of this rig is the hook. Now, this is from the Edges range, but it is one of the Carp hook ranges, which is the cheaper ranges of hook. Now, rather than the hook being coated in Teflon or PTFE. These are coated in black nickel. So straight from the packet, you are going to touch them and they're not going to be as sticky sharp as what a Teflon or a PTFE coated hook would be. But I don't sharpen my hooks, and this for me is further proof why I would never ever sharpen a hook. Now, I am not saying to any of you guys, don't sharpen a hook, or if you believe in it, or if other people have said it, you need to do what you are most confident in. But seeing how much this hook rolls around on the bottom, if I had a needle sharp, hand sharpened hook on that spot, I am almost convinced that the first fish that moves this hook bait would blunt the hook, and then I'd be fishing with a blunt hook. These are so robust. They're that robust, in fact, that you're probably not going to believe it, but I tied 3 rigs this morning and I've alternated them between 2 rods and I've had 11 bites and I haven't changed them. They are an absolutely fantastic hook. And the versatility of a D-rig means that I can use almost any hook bait that I want, but on this particular occasion, it seems that a piece of plastic corn with 8 or 10 squats over the top, something really critically balanced, has definitely increased the amount of bites. So that is the rig itself.
There is it.
I think it's a Tench, I think so.
Oh, he's back.
There he is. I think he wants a bit of pink. Mozza? I think he's after some pink.
Be nice, it would be nice. He's got a lovely face.
One thing I've learned from this is yellow probably isn't the best colour.
Yeah.
On to something a little bit new. This is part of the new Fox Naturals range. And as you can see, it is green in colour, which I can imagine people are already saying, why are you using a green leg clip over a gravel bottom? Now, the gravel spot is very small. The lake is probably 95% covered in weed. So there is loads of bits of floating weed and no spot is ever crystal clear. Now, I was originally using the camo arrangement on the leg clip as well as the tubing. Since I've changed over to this morning, the bites have increased. Now, by no means am I saying that the reason that I've had an increase in bites is because of this, but in terms of moving forward from this video, I would be 100% confident that if I used this exact lead arrangement with the coloration over gravel, over silt, over anything, that the fish do not see it as a threat. And that is one thing that I would say. The fish throughout this video, certainly on the spot that I'm fishing out there, have not spooked off of any of the bits and pieces of terminal tackle that we have out there, which is a massive confidence booster, because they're so focused on the bait that even if they have come into contact with it, they haven't been alarmed and they haven't been scared. And that is what you want, certainly in your angling. You don't want to be sitting there thinking, oh, has the fish seen it? Is it because the fish has seen my line, my tubing, my rig? Is that the reason that they won't come back onto the spot? This trip for me so far has given me 100% clarification that if I use this setup anywhere, regardless if it's on a busy day ticket lake, which is where I predominantly fish, or if I go onto a lake with some mega wary carp, I have got absolute 100% faith that this setup will catch me a carp. The biggest thing that I have learned so far from this is it is about how you bait the swim. So these are now going to go out onto the spot, cast, and hopefully I can emulate the same success that we've had at the start of the video. And you never know, there might just be another whopper out there. But they're like hoovers, constantly down feeding.
This was when there was not a rig on the spot.
It was in between 2 rods.
We did the technical part about the rig.
Look how much more freely they feed.
You could have caught 5 more today.
Oh, here's a carp. Here's a carp.
Wants a pink. He wants a pink.
Go on, go back down, go back down. Go back down. Damn.
Right, now I've put this in the clip, so what I've done is I've chucked a lead out to the clear spot, clipped out, that's on my spomming rod, and it's 18 3/4 rod lengths. But what I'm gonna do, because I'm fishing with mono as opposed to fishing with braid, obviously I've got braid on my spomming rod, is I'm going to clip this up around a foot shorter than my actual spom rod itself, which is quite alien to a lot of people because you're always told to go further because of the swing back, but it is only about 4 or 5 foot deep where I'm fishing, and with a 3.5 ounce lead on mono, I know for a dead cert it's going to stretch. I'm not going to get a very long time to be able to catch a drop, so I'm going to go a little bit shorter. If when I chuck out it lands in the weed a couple of times, I'm going to add just a little bit to bring it to exactly the same distance as what the spom is. But there you go, that's in the clip. All I've got to do now, get these out on the spot. Luke's going to swim out, put down a camera, a little spy camera on the spot to see exactly how it looks when I cast onto the spot.
Is that a carp?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going
it's
for
yours,
you.
Mark.
You got done then.
No, it's just under its peck now, look. It's under its peck. He's going to have it still. He's going to have it still. He's going to tip down and have that. It's only... I haven't been done. It's still sat there eating.
God, look at it wafting around.
Come on, how can it not want that?
We very often see if it wafts too much, it spooks them. So I'm very curious to see what happens now. He can definitely see that with his eye.
He's going to sit down on the spot and he
doesn't seem to be spooked by it at
No.
all. He's certainly not
He's
concerned
definitely
by
not.
it.
No, not yet. Oh, now he's going down. He's going in the right direction.
Go on.
Nice.
Oh, he took quite a few. That's the longest we've seen him on a spot
Yeah.
eating. Oh, we've got a perch.
Wow. Got them all going on.
Just shows putting in that chopped worm when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's a carp.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
carp.
yeah, we got
That's a
one on
carp.
the
He's
hook
coming.
bait.
He's coming for you,
On the
Mark.
hook bait. On the hook bait.
Oh,
He's on it. He's in it. He's.
It's one of those parrot mouth ones.
That's a good
that
carp,
common, that.
Yeah.
He was on the hook bait.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
carp.
he's back.
That's
He's
a
back.
carp.
Oh, I thought he was going to.
Oh, he's angry.
Two
isn't he?
now.
Two.
Yeah.
That's
That's
better
a
than
new
it.
one.
You put that chopped worm in and look what it's done.
Yes. Madness, isn't it?
Well, this, I think, is probably going to take me a little bit longer, more because the pressure of the cameras and also the spot is quite small, but I know where it needs to land. But the added difficulty this time around is trying to catch a drop in shallow water. So we're clipped, standing in the same position. Let's have a go. I'll know straight away if it's on the right spot. Right, well that dropped down on what I would say is a hard spot. That's the left-hand rod. That was a pretty good chuck, to be fair, I'm not going to lie. The camera won't lie though. There we go, second rod out. Oh, that thumped down. Now I am confident that them two rods are probably within 3 feet of each other. I'm confident enough that I'm going to leave them anyway so they can go and be investigated. So we're now going to send the cameraman out to see how good they were, but they both went down for a proper thump, which you're only going to get on gravel. So we'll see. Well, Dave, the diver, has just gone out. Both of the rods went out pretty good, left and right of the window that I'm aiming at. I'm pretty confident he's going to say they're close. Whether or not they're bang on, who knows. There's a lot of physics involved when you cast, a lot more than what people give credit for anyway. And yeah, we will find out when he comes back just how good I think I am or how good I actually am at casting, I suppose. So yeah, we shall see in a second what he says. 2 feet, well, yeah.
Only 2 feet away.
They did go down with a decent drop, but it's just so hard to gauge over water. Like just exactly how far, but like I've got a window that I'm aiming at. One went to the left, one went to the right. So what would be if you was in front of the window, 8 foot wide, across water, casting either side of it is actually only 2 feet apart. So when you pick a distance marker, it definitely shows that, yeah, pick a wider marker to get your rods out in. But,
Yeah,
well,
but this one,
let's see what happens. I've got to spot it up yet.
Yeah.
I've still got to put bait on it, but sweet, let's do it.
Yeah.
When you get a bite, you might be like 50% of the bait there.
Oh,
You got him, haven't you?
surely.
He's a big one and all.
He is a big one, isn't he? He's all over you, isn't he?
Oh, there's your pink thing. You see that?
Take it in.
There you go. You must.
Surely.
Yeah.
Got
Yes,
him!
you got
Yes!
him!
Yes!
That's a big copper, Duke. Come on! Come on.
Well done, mate.
That was the turn up for the books, wasn't it? The difference in putting that bait in.
Ah,
night and day, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, unreal. You know, we sort of sat there. Although we've had loads of tench come in and eat the boilies, and we had the odd carp come in, but they didn't seem to want to come back, did they?
It did. No, it certainly didn't create the feeding response that it did when we put that worm in. It was something else, next level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, since we put that worm in, everything's been on the spot, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's just really changed things, to be honest. So,
but what's opened my eyes more than anything
is that pink, innit?
It's the pink.
Yeah, it's unreal. He looked like a good one on the camera, didn't he?
It looked a decent fish, this one.
This thing you always know what you're... Oh!
Oh, never. That was a small one, I think. It's only a small one.
Ah, you... No one likes that.
Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Get it back out there. They're feeding well. Just get it back out. You know what they want.
It's razor sharp, that hook. But he didn't. He had a bit of a funny mouth, though.
He did have. Yeah, he did have a bit of a funny mouth. So back on the pink. Exactly. It was only a little then.
Was
it? Only about £40.
Oh. So sharp, that hook. I did lose that fish that had a little bit of mouth damage. He's an old one, you know. I put it down to the fact that he had a bit of mouth damage because of the amount of fish that I have been nailing. Ah, a little bit gutted by that one that's fallen off, but it happens. One of them things.
Yeah, well, when we looked at it on the camera, it did have a little bit of a funny mouth, quite sort of a hard, mouth as well, didn't it? So just not hooked it in the right place.
It's one of them. So
are you going to change your rig?
No, I'm still going to put the same rig out. The hook's razor sharp. Well, there's no need to change it, is there? You know, it's I've caught loads and loads of fish with this. You just got to put it down to bad luck, I think.
Yeah, I agree totally. Yeah.
So you know, same rig's going to go out. I'm just going to fish a single bit of pink plastic though this time round. I think you're pretty much similar.
You've got a few maggots topping it off. Yeah, I've swapped over from the yellow to the pink. After watching them just home in on that pink every time, it made sense to switch over.
Definitely. Right, let's get these out there. Let's catch a giant.
Yep.
Come on. Dave!
No way. Look.
Here we go.
This is unreal.
Single on the bait. Harold!
Literally just...
Harold!
Harry?
Single, we're in.
You were preparing the bait bomb.
I was preparing the bait and it's gone. A single hook bait on the spot has gone. And it's a carp. Wow.
You any good at casting?
Well, I've cast a few rods in my time.
The thing is though...
I'm slightly better with a diver.
What's that? How many wraps is it?
18 and a half.
Yeah. So it's...
Well, I don't know exactly how quick it took to get this bite, but I would say that he turned the spy cam on when he found the rigs. I would hazard a guess it's between sort of 3 and 6 minutes. It was very, very quick. It was that quick I hadn't even spotted to it. Granted that I had to go make a little bit more bait at the back of the swim, but we was just having a little discussion about the bait and it went. Amazing. So my theory of them spooking off of leads, they haven't spooked off of leads, they haven't spooked off of divers. Get the bait and approach right. They are well catchable. I don't really know what else to say. Well catchable.
Oh, someone's got Tench.
And I'm into another Horcott carp. So as I'm playing this one in, Mark behind on the live cam has hooked himself a lovely tench.
I think someone's got a Tench. He was shaking his head like mad on the spot. No!
Oh, it's Mozza. Oh, it's even better. Oh, I'm seeing a rig being retrieved from the surface. Mozza has just hooked a tench and he's actually lost it. Now, he took the mickey out of me for catching tench, but at least I've landed my tench.
Nothing to see here.
And like I said to you before, I've got a newfound respect for tench because they're not as easy to catch as what people say they are.
Is yours out as well?
Yes, out as well. Yeah, Mozza up. He caught a tench and it caught.
It up.
But the thing is with how it's been going, you just wouldn't be surprised if this does rip off in my hand.
14 bites today.
What?
Yeah, 14 bites today I've had.
Today?
A 6 carp and 8 tench, yeah. There hasn't been like half an hour period go by where one of the rods hasn't gone, has there? I don't think.
Not when they've been out. They haven't been out for the last
It's almost
2.5
instantaneous
hours.
now. Oh, it's a common, yeah.
Is that the same one? No, it's a different one.
Isn't it?
There he is. This is that scaly one. Go on, dip down, dip down.
Go on.
He's a nice cod, him. He's a big one.
Yeah, I'll just let Harry get one, yeah.
Like that.
That been done?
Yeah, done by a tench.
Yeah. Yeah, between 3 and 6 minutes, I reckon, without any bait. So now what we're going to do is get the rod back out, and then we'll see how good the spomming is.
Yeah. I tell you what, I reckon that's that one that did Mozza yesterday.
Do you reckon?
It's got...
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Go on.
Go on then, here you go.
Go on.
Come on.
That if that rig had have stayed,
Yeah.
that'd have been him, wouldn't it?
Done, wouldn't it?
That'd have been him.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to catch him. Go on, dip down, dip down, dip down, dip down.
Go on.
That's a nice common, and I tell you what, when I unhooked it, it has got a bit of a twisted mouth, and I'm almost convinced that this is the fish that did Mozza yesterday. So, proves two things. First and foremost, my rigs are better than his, and secondly, that even though the fish did do him and probably did feel a slight resistance from the hook, that if you bait it up right, it will come back and it will continue to feed. And it's a very old looking common carp. Look at that. A proper old dark Horcott common. But it's the first carp that I've caught casting, and it didn't take long at all. Lovely. Right, rod back out, bait back out. Try and get another one.
You need to do beer run, Mark. It's my last beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh! That's me, surely.
I pressed it.
That's a different. Oh, that's the tatty tail one. That was surely on me, that.
Must have been very close.
That's a nice one,
That's
isn't it?
a lovely carp. Oh, come on. Come on. That is a lovely, lovely
see
carp,
you
that. Go on, son. Go on. Oh, go on. Oh, that is close.
Oh, that's a tatty tail
Yeah.
one.
He went for that though, didn't he?
I don't think he did.
Well, he tilted for it. He obviously didn't pick the rig up.
He was
But...
just feeding on something next to it. Just pot luck.
Oh, what's going on there?
What's happened there? Something didn't
Let
like.
me just go and check a rod.
There's some more chop worm in now. I've got a spot over there now. Bosh. One spot of chop worm. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kicking off. It's kicking off. It's a nice scary one.
That's the tatty one, isn't it? That's the Is that the tatty tail? No. No, that's the other one. That's two lovely cods though, them two, isn't they?
It's not a cod.
And that is the other rod. I couldn't even get any bait out. Double take casting. Is in a bit of weed. I don't know if it's a tench or a carp. It was a bit of an iffy bite. There's a bit of weight there. He's not pulling through weed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There he is. Nice tench. Off you go, me old mate. Right, rod's back out again. This was a cast.
Yeah, you cast those two. And then Dave
impressive.
managed to place a camera on top of it. But you did not use the spump yet. You were...
No, this was just a, yeah, because we had to get the rods out, and then it was like, we'll try and get the spom out, but in the meantime of doing all the chatting, yeah.
Well, in the meantime, this happened.
Look how clear the spot is as well.
Yeah, that's the common.
Wow.
Beautiful Going take. straight for that
Wow,
last
did
bit of
not
bait.
even hesitate, went straight for it.
But that was the only piece of bait on the spot because
Yeah.
it was all cleared.
The whole lot
and you
was gone.
cast out, and it's just a single hook bait on the spot. It's just the only bit he could
The
pick
only
up.
bait that was left on
Yeah.
there. That's what just shows when they're looking for it, they're actively looking, they're coming back. And it took me a fair few casts to get them there. And we had to clip the rod up as well. So once they're confident, they're definitely willing to come back time and time again.
That was a lovely take.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was textbook. That's how you want it to be. One fish, one bait, one rig, bang, bite. See, that was a really nice drop. I'm going to redo it. That was clear. Should have left it. But it's good. Every cast you make is one step closer to perfection every single time. It's knowing how to hit the clip is the hardest part. Oh, that was a good drop. That's the right ham rod. It dropped down hard. It's exactly the same line as what it was before when I wound it in, and I got a drop. I'm going to leave it. If I wasn't able to see with a camera, I would have left that. So I'm leaving it.
Wasps and hornets.
Not bumblebees.
Let's carp, let's carp, let's carp, let's carp, let's carp, let's
Not
carp.
bumblebees. Okay.
Come on, the carp.
Here we go.
Come on. Is this our spot sitter? No, he's a big scaly thing.
Oh.
Oh, oh,
Hello,
oh,
cheeky.
oh,
Oh, he didn't like that, did he?
That was yours, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did suck at it. In and out, yeah.
Millisecond.
Didn't like that.
Fully that, wasn't it? That's a new carp, isn't it? That's a new one.
Yeah.
New one on
New
the spot.
species.
New species of cod.
Yeah.
Was a fully scaled leather pollock. Oh, you're talking pollocks.
Rigs are in position perfectly. I've had the thumbs up off of Dave. Now I'm going to put my very first spoms out over the spy cam. So we'll see how this goes. Dave is still out in the water, so he is going to give me the thumbs up if the bait is landing where I hope it's landing. So let's give it a go. I hit Dave. I literally hit Dave. That was extremely accurate. I hit Dave. It rolled over his shoulder.
He wasn't on the spot.
No, so I'm off the spot, but it was in line with my rods. So I think what he's pointing to and what I'm seeing are potentially two different things. But obviously I can't get a live feedback from Dave whilst he's in the water, but he is right in the firing line there of me potentially hitting him, which I've just literally put it inches from Dave. It would be very interesting to see what he says when he comes in. What we saying, Dave?
Wow. You're really, really good.
Really?
That was really accurate. The first of the three went a little too far, maybe a meter too far.
Yep.
But the other two dropped spot on.
Really?
Yeah, I checked everything.
That's because I'm spodding with braid and fishing with mono. I did put a couple that were slightly left and right. Could you see, did they land in the weed?
Yeah, they landed in the weed. But I think from the 8 you cast, four were accurate. And
I'm happy with that.
I checked them and the bait was on the rigs.
It's been an eye-opener, and I'll admit, I'm not as good as what I thought I was going to be. It opened your eyes to make you be a lot more specific, but at the same time, try not to read too much into it. But they're out there, so let's have it.
But they're good, yeah.
Let's have it. Oh.
No, who was that? It's me, innit?
It is you. Don't wipe me out again.
I don't know why they just seem to plague us two.
I mean, you are topping off your hook bait with maggots.
Mozza gets really angry about it, doesn't he? So angry about catching tench. He is, he's such a quiet guy, but put a tench in front of him, God, he flips.
No.
Mozza's got one.
Oh, this is just brilliant. It is a bit. He is a lovely creature, but not when you're not fishing for him.
You can feel your hate.
Do you reckon?
please don't tell your mates.
There you go, you're doing great. So this is going to be your first ever fish. There you go, yes! You did better than Mozza. Look at that. You did better than Mozza, you actually landed one. So yeah, great work. Celebrating a good day. That's what it's about, isn't it? I mean, it's still, the day's not over, like, but well, yeah, brilliant. Cheers, everyone. Hope you're having a beer back at home, or a tea, depending on what the time is.
Ripped off, you see it go. This is my 15th bite today. The first bite I caught after I cast out, I hadn't actually put any bait out, so I didn't know if my spomming was accurate, and I had a bite. Then I spommed it up. I was told that my spomming was good. I was spomming in a crosswind, and I got 4 of them bang on, and I got a couple of them around the edge, which I will quite happily sit back and have the rods out with. And just sitting there, we just had a barbecue. Now this, and interestingly enough, this time of day now has been very quiet. When we was watching the live cameras, the fish disappeared around 5 and it's now 7 o'clock. And as you can see, I'm in to another carp. Unbelievable. Is that you that's fat or me?
That's you weighing it down, Thomas. You're still bottoming it out. We're in about 4 foot now, Tom.
This is big common. That's only a small fish.
You reckon?
Good direction, Dave.
So much has happened today, I don't know what to highlight. Well, we did move the camera yesterday, but we ended up fishing it today, so it was a brand new spot today. I was a little bit dubious about it, obviously, yesterday, moving the spot, because we had fish confidently feeding on that area, and I'd had a couple of decent ones as well, but I don't think it's mattered. So I'm eating my words a little bit there. I think we need to just carry on persevering with the spot that we've got at the moment. We've seen 2 massive scaly ones dive down on that area, and they're definitely catchable.
Another tench, just as the sun's about to go down. This is the final bite of the day. And I know that because I'm not putting them back out.
Our hopes were high, but we never, ever in a million years could have dreamed that it would go so well.
I've had 16 bites just today, none of which I've seen the bites on yet because they've all been on the spy cams that I've not been allowed to see the footage of. So they must have been feeding. Things must be different out there today to have caught what we've caught today.
Oh yeah.
So we'll soon see. What size of that common? Look how big that is compared to that tench.
So that tench literally...
It's easily recognisable, that fish as well.
It's beaten to it as well, so...
Look how big it is. What did the tench do? Did it drop the rig down?
It got hooked. This is one of the tench you caught.
Oh, and it spooked the carp. Well, that's a big fish. Look at the size of that. I know there's a lot of big commons, like there is a lot of big commons in the lake anyway, but they just don't come out, and that's obviously one. That's a big fish, that is. Look at it, it can barely move off the spot. I wonder what that common sense is when that tench bolts. Like, does it know there's danger? Like, what does it know what spooked that tench? It's hard to know, isn't it? Because like it moved really quickly, whereas it seemed quite happy to just feed with that tench right next to it. But as soon as that tench made a noise, look at it, and he's like, oh, and never none of that. That's a big fish though, that.
Yeah.
That is a big fish. There's so much more glue to the bottom today. And that is what I said yesterday, it's pinpoint luck where the fish drops down. When they're feeding harder, you've got more chance.
You should give yourself credits about the baiting strategy. It's good.
It gets them in that sort of frame of mind, but you can see how one day you can catch 10, the next day you can catch 2. But if you have one really good day and 2 really bad days, you can never drive away from a trip thinking I need to do something different the next time. Have a method that you're confident with, stick to it all the time. It is more weather dependent than people would ever know, and that's definitely proved that to me. Oh, this can't have been a bite. We didn't catch that. That's a big fish. That's a 30-pound fish.
And a lovely one.
Look how they're feeding. Look how they're feeding.
That's a beautiful.
Do you know what I am so pleased about? Is that a lot of the underwater footage that I've watched from other people before, they get picked up and spat out time and time again. I haven't seen one of my rigs get picked up and spat out.
Wait 1 second.
Oh, we're going to see it. So far I haven't, but yeah. Look at him on the spot.
There we go.
Yeah, see that picked one up and, well, it isn't what you want to see, no, getting picked up and spat out, but if it had happened 10 times before we'd hooked one, then I'd be worried. But that's one time that's happened.
Yeah, the success rate is really high, yeah.
One time, and I know a lot of the people that have put rigs in front of an underwater camera that are convinced that it's going to be like, it'll pick it up and have it straight away. I don't think any rig is a dead cert 100% first time bite, but that there of the, say I've already had it up to this stage, say 20 bites. That's the first fish that we've seen that's picked up one of my rigs and got away with it. Not bad. I'd quite happily take that. Yeah, I'd take that. There's a lot of fully scaled about. They're very clever. We've not had one fully scaled yet.
So I see a target for tomorrow.
I would have taken 2 or 3 at the start of the week or the start of the session.
How many bites did you have today?
So I had 7 carp and 9 tench. So I had 16. I will be up early. So make sure you're awake. But yeah, if we can have another day half as good as this.
What a day it was.
Yeah, for sure so far today the biggest standout is when we went out in a boat, and as well I might add that it was the very first carp that I have successfully played from a boat and landed, obviously with the guidance of Harry, but when that popped up in front of us and Luke was out there as well and he managed to lift it out the weed a couple of times to get that fish in the net, and as well it wasn't a fish that we'd seen on the live camera, which makes it even better. But yeah, a 33-pound linear and a 32-pound linear as near on a double take.
Little bit gutted by that common that I lost today, to be honest, but I think the rigs that I use and the rigs that have always worked well for me, that common, one of them things, but we go again tomorrow and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it.
Wait, oh, he's there. That's the big common. It's the big common.
Final day today then?
Yes, so we're going to get the rods out on the spot.
Yep.
It's not quite rocking as much as Tom's spot, I don't think.
Been
Why did we get kicked off the good spot anyway?
I don't know. I don't know how that's actually panned out that way, but well.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting today. I feel like we've learned a lot over the past couple of days, and I'm going to go back to using a solid bag rig with pink.
Yeah, and I'm going to try a white one on that hingy that we put in the weed yesterday. So there's already been a carp on the spot, and we're just going to basically put singles out. Okay, Mark's is a solid bag, but we're not going to put any bait onto the area in the hope that we can get a quick bite from the carp. So
yeah, and we'll give it an hour or something so we can get a quick bite.
Yeah,
and if not, we know what to do.
Some more baiting.
Yeah. Where's the diver anyway?
I don't know. Oh, Tom's had another one.
Tom's had another one. Nice.
Well, the live band has just turned up on the final morning of our last full day here, and I've got the rods back out, and it's not taken long at all to get another bite. Now, bearing in mind, I never fished all through the night, never put any more bait out through the night, and they are already on the spot. And I've got myself here a lovely looking Horcott mirror. and the rod hadn't been out there probably no longer than 15 minutes. Unbelievable. They are on that spot and troughing like you would not believe. And Mozza, one of our live band members, has just sung it into the net. What better way to start the final full day? Look, fish just spooked off the side of your spot.
Definitely an old one, isn't he?
Yeah, look at it. His mouth's tiny. What always gets me is how fast the mouths go when they're feeding.
You say
Oh,
that.
look at that pop-up, they just blew it away. Not interested at all.
It's obviously sped up, so he sat there for a long time.
Look how they just hold on the spot. Pop-up's like a ping pong ball, isn't it? Just batting it down with their mouth.
Whack, bang.
Look
So
at
he
that.
literally sucks that in two, I think it's 2 times.
I wonder if it like catches its eye because it turned to it. It's looking at the pop-up and then it's like, I'm giving up with that. It's not moving how I want it to move. And then that. And I wonder if like that is because of the long rig, which is something I would always do, fish with a long rig. It has that movement, whereas that pop-up, it's almost like that fish is sussing that that's not moving. You know,
It's not right.
It's sucking and blowing it, but it's just staying in the same place and it's just going back and forward. Whereas it catches, obviously, the other rig out the corner of its eye, spins around to it. It's a totally new area that it's fed in, and then it goes for it straight in. And obviously, the fact that I wonder if that carp might know that its mouth's tiny and effectively going for that pop-up, it's not going to get it in because you can see it's gone in a couple of times, but where the separation from the hook to the boilie is, where it's sitting at an angle off the back of the hook, it's like the hook's too big to go into the fish's mouth, whereas the D-rig, you can see, look, straight on, in, done. Well, look at that bad boy. That is a proper ancient old Horcott fish. Mega, mega rough skin and a tiny, tiny mouth. But it just shows when they're confident, if they want it, they'll get anything in their mouth. Look at that, what a fish. Final full day today, last big push. You never know what that next bite could be. On to the next one. Next one's a big one, I'm telling you.
There you go, our human bait boat is taking the rigs out for us. I've gone for a solid PVA bag with some pink corn. What have you gone with?
I've gone with just a single Ronnie, little bit of pink plastic and a few squat on top of that. Well, I definitely think you're going to get the first tench of the day on that solid bag, Mark. Yeah. There's been a few tench in on the spot, but we have seen a couple of carp as well. So
It has got tench all over it, I'm not going to lie, that's solid bag.
Moz, guys, it's already really cloudy and there's carp like literally on your spot. Don't put too many worms in.
Oh, that's all back.
It looks
really
wicked.
good,
doesn't it? Yeah.
Here comes the tench.
What do you think of the image quality now? It's a lot clearer than yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
the spot's totally clear now, isn't it? Like, there's a lot more shingly stones about, isn't there? So,
They've
whereas
fed.
yesterday it's...
They're fat, very confident. So the choice to not put any bait out now, except for the solid bag, is Tench coming in.
Don't,
No
please
way.
don't. Good.
That's a big one.
I don't care. I don't want him.
I think you're gonna get him.
When I shut my eyes last
here it
night
comes,
to
here
go
it
to
comes.
sleep, all I could see was just tent shadows everywhere.
Ooh,
carp,
come on, cheeky.
Carp.
Oh,
Go on,
the solid bag,
go
the
on.
solid bag. In its mouth. It's in its mouth.
Uh-uh.
He spat it out.
I don't think he picked it up.
Definitely.
That's a nice carp.
He sucked it up. That's a beautiful carp. He sucked it up. He was
think?
honest with his mouth and he kept on feeding.
I think he went just offside it. I don't think he
Yeah,
did.
he sort of
He didn't.
beeline that
sure?
way, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he didn't pick it up. He definitely didn't pick that rig up.
We'll have to watch this back. We'll have to watch this back.
I mean, his lips
Mark
are literally
just
on the
got done
outside.
on a solid
I
bag
didn't
rig.
get done.
You definitely got that.
I didn't get done. Didn't even pick up the hook bait.
Well, yeah, look, your bait's over here now.
Yeah, definitely it moved.
It didn't. Yeah, it moved it, but
No,
it
it
hasn't
spat it
picked
out.
it up.
I think he did go down the left-hand side
Thank
of it,
you,
didn't
Mozza.
he?
It
I
did.
think he did.
You're just saying that because you don't want to admit.
He's just
being
trying to
done.
wind me up.
Well, I mean, he's succeeding.
Oh, Tom has a take.
I'm
Okay.
off.
Tom's got one.
Ben, get in here, Ben.
Interestingly, this is up on a pop-up. And the reason why I put a pop-up on is because a couple of the casts that I made yesterday, just to see that if it lands in the light weed off the side, if it will go. And sure enough, I've just had that carp. I think this is a tench, but it's a massive confidence booster because we have seen a lot of fish over the few days feeding down in the weed. And it's nice to know that for future reference, I've got a presentation that, to be fair, I already know is a good presentation, but if you're unsure, that I can chuck it out and know that it's always presented. And like I say, this is a tench, but as you would have already seen, the tench can be just as hard to catch, if not harder than what the carp are. So I'm gonna focus on getting this one in, final full day, make the most of it. Who knows what else is in store.
So, a bit of tension on the spot. There's lots of tension in here, mate. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Here he
Yeah,
comes.
he's gonna go for it.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
No, he's got you. He's got you. He's got you. Please don't wipe me out.
Sorry. So yeah, the PVA bag's only been out there about 10 minutes, something like that. And yeah, Tench just made a beeline for that pink corn, tipped down on the bag, and he was absolutely nailed, And yeah, we've got him now. I've managed to wipe out your rods. Sorry about that.
That's all right, Mark. I don't mind.
He's a proper slappy one. There we go. Music. A cool Tench. Absolutely nailed bottom lip. There you go. Oh. I wouldn't say is it a nice start to the day? I don't know. It's not the start of the day I wanted, but yeah, it was cool to see the bite on the underwater camera, that's for sure. I mean, he was absolutely nailed. He dropped down, picked up that hook bait, was nailed instantly. So shows that the rigs are working at least. So I just reeled in my solid PVA bag, and the lead is still wet now. The quickest way to dry everything off and remove any moisture is dipping it into a bag of fine powder. Here I'm using the CC More squid meal. Just drop the lead and the rig inside the bag, give it a shake about. So you can see the powder has removed any moisture on the lead and the rig, and it's all ready to be loaded inside the PVA bag. So this is how I go about setting up a solid PVA bag using the Rapid loading system. First of all, we put a locking collar onto the loading tool. We then put the loading tool inside a solid PVA bag and remove the collar. Then the loading tool expands and the PVA bag is secured in place. Then we put a small amount of pellet in the bottom of the bag and lower the rig in place. I use the lead itself to tap the hook bait inside that little layer of pellets. I then add a few more pellets and pull the lead up inside the bag just to create a little bit of separation between the lead and the hook bait itself. I then add a few more pellets into the bag so that the lead is covered. I then twist the loading tool and lick the PVA around the outside before pushing the loading tool down over the bag. Grab the tag ends of the bag in the corners, add a bit of saliva. The PVA then sticks to itself and sets in place, and there you have a finished PVA bag.
Bait has definitely made a massive difference in this session. From yesterday afternoon, I changed things up ever so slightly. I was putting a fair amount of boilie mulch in every tub of bait that was going out there, but yesterday afternoon, there was a lot of big fish on the spot, so I decided to introduce even more boilies. So the mix that I've got here is what has been doing and working wonders for me. Casters, tiny bit of chopped worm, some sweet corn, and like I say, mulched up boilies. I started off with 1 handful per bait tub, and I've now gone up to 3 double handfuls per bait tub. And of the last 6 fish that I've caught, 3 of them have been over 30 pounds. So it just goes to show, adding boilies to your mix, the big fish love them, they're big for a reason. Again, on a rig that's been cast and spommed over the top. So it just goes to show that my casting isn't as accurate as a diver, but it's still good enough to get bites. So I'm going to focus on getting this one in because it's a lovely day and it would be rather nice to have another Horcott carp in the net. It's a little bit stuck in weeds, so we might have to go and retrieve it, but a little boat ride is good for the soul. Ready, Harold?
Well, Tom, you go get us some GoPro footage of that.
Is this not a head touch? I'm going.
No, it's not. That's the spot. Look at it glowing. Look. Oh, of course. There's fish there. There's 2 fish there just on the way. We're getting close, guys. Oh, that's a decent one, not too bad. Probably the biggest common we've had. Yeah. Could have ones on top behind it, look. Yeah. Commons are quick fish, aren't they? They're always more layery, aren't they? Look at that going. Oh my son. There we go, Luke. Picture's just had a bite.
See, that's my tubing. So.
Yeah. Can't tell whether the fish is coming up out of the bottom or
it is wedged in something, but it'll come out straight away because it's not a lot better.
with the hole. And on your left side. Wait, there. Oh, he's there. That's the big common. It's the big common. Yes! Yes! What the hell? Yes! That grow or something? That grow! That's no idea. That's the big common that we've watched all week. Yes! Yes! Oh my! Did that fish grow or something? The fish was about 15 pounds when we picked it out of the weed. I swear it was. Bloody hell! Where did that come from? Yes! Wow! That's the big fat common.
Oh, yes, Thomas.
Oh. That's it. That's the one we've been watching all week. All week. From the very first day the cameras have gone on, we have now caught it off the same spot that it's fed on for 4 days. It come out the weed, and me and Harry was like mid-upper double common, and then it come out the second weed bed and it was like it just transitioned into a great big common. It just looked like 4 times the size of what it was when we first saw it. There. That's the big common. The lake's big common. It is some of the bald patch. Because I think it's not been out for like 2 years. Right. Yeah, look, there's the missing scales. Look at this side.
It's the lake's biggest common.
See it? Mission accomplished. Well, the mission was a bite. Look at that, absolutely nailed. The bait's come off, or the yellowy pop-up's come off. So we dragged it back from the boat. Look at that. That rig there has not lost me a carp all week, and I can say that now because I might have a chance of another bite, but who cares? 10 carp landed, 10 carp hooked. Does not get better than that. And you know what's even better as well? It hasn't been sucked in and spat out 1,000 times before I've had bites. My confidence levels now in my angling are through the roof, honestly. This has done so much for my confidence, it is unreal. Such a simple rig, no fancy gimmicks, just good quality, strong tackle. The fish are not bothered about it because they can't see it, because it's camouflaged. It works, goes in their mouth, and it don't come out. Confidence level, peak. Wow. Look how much boilies there. I'll put a lot more boilies out today.
All right, there we go, Tom.
Let's have a look.
So this is one angle actually, because we placed 2 cameras.
Yeah. What the fish obviously a fish knocked it over. The fish that I hook knocked that over, or a fish prior to the bite?
I think, yeah, this was prior to the bite.
They must be hitting that hard to knock that out of the ground. Wow.
Oh.
It's been there all week, this one common.
Big fish. Yes, Tommy.
Oh.
Can we slide him out?
So the autumn weight of it was 38.8, so it should be a bit bigger in theory. I'm going 39.6. Big. Oh,
what we got?
37.
39 exactly.
39.1. 39 exactly.
Nice. Yes. Legend. Monster common. Monster common. That is in my top 5 biggest UK commons.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, mate.
Top 5. I've had a big one out of B1, big one out of St John's, a couple of big ones out the Avenue. That's one of my biggest.
Awesome,
probably top
mate.
5
Oh,
or 6 commons.
congratulations.
You're the man.
Yes.
Wow. Well, how's about that one? A fish that we have seen on the live camera at the start of the week, and I'm pretty sure we've seen it on the spy cameras a couple of times as well. A very crafty fish. We didn't actually fully get the bite on camera, but we saw it prior, literally seconds to it picking the bait up. But a tench, believe it or not, decided to block the view. But you know what? One of Horcott Lake's big commons, £39 and 1 ounce. But this trip isn't all just about this fish and us three here. It is a whole team effort, and it has been a monumental effort from start to finish. So I'm going to do my presenting bit again and say, come on team, let's all crowd round for a last little look at this fish. Look at that. £39, 1 ounce, our full fish, over £30. Finishing off one of the biggest in the lake.
Yes! Thank everyone.
It's not often that I'm stumped for words, but this week has just been massively eye-opening. Honestly, it's just so hard to put into context the effort that's gone into this trip, and sometimes everything just comes right. And this week, not just myself, but the whole team have pulled together and pulled it out the bag. This is right up there with one of the biggest common carp that I've ever caught, a shade over, £39. We've seen it on the camera all week. We're coming to a close now, and we caught it. Oh yes! Woohoo! Yes! Big, big fish. That's a wrap. Well, here we go then. The first fish of the underwater project.
Lovely common caught just before the camera crew got up this morning.
We're so proud of our whole team, and we really want to thank everyone at Fox for the amazing teamwork. It's been an amazing project.
That lovely, lovely carp, and my first ever carp on an underwater camera.
Well, that was by far the biggest filming project I've ever been involved with, working with the Underfishing guys.
What a result.
That is a mega result.
Oh, come on.
And of course, you, Willem and Kenyon, who actually shot my wedding video, I've got to say.
Raise a glass to the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Pictures.
Yeah. And it was that gravity spot over there. Yeah, I put a hingy out.
And they did an absolutely amazing job with that.
Great job.
Do you guys still do
Look
that?
at that.
Is
Yeah,
pretty
we have a
That
wedding
was
business.
amazing.
Pretty
Thank
sick.
you so much for
How
just
did this
capturing the
happen?
whole day.
How
just
did this-
perfect.
Our pleasure.
It was amazing.
And I'm sure you're going to do an amazing job with this as well. You've really got your work cut out though, Willem, because this is going to be one hell of an edit, so good luck with that one.
We got this, babe.
Let's roll.
Unbelievable. 2 days with the underwater cameras.
Well, how's about that one then? Look at that.
There we go. We've got a nice chunky mirror. Going forward in my fishing, I'll certainly be baiting up more regularly. When it comes to my solid PVA bags, I'll be casting them more frequently as well. early season, bright pinks will definitely feature a lot more in my fishing as well. On the rig front though, I was pretty happy. I was really happy with how my rigs performed. I don't think anything needs to be changed there. But overall, this has been a massive eye-opener for me.
Well, this one definitely warrants turning around. Look at that on that side. Well, it just keeps on happening, I suppose. I don't really know what to keep saying. What a brace of Horcott carp. What a day, morning it's been. Simply lost for words. Look at that. Two incredible, incredible mirror carp. So over the course of this week filming this underwater project, 5 things I've written down on my phone that have really stood out for me the most. So I'm going to read those out now very quickly and very briefly. And they are, first things first, baiting little and often certainly keeps the fish interested and on the spot for longer. A proper old dark Horcott common. Illusion D rigs are far greater than I ever thought they would. The hooking ratio on those rigs to pickups is unreal. I have only been spat out once out of almost 20 bites. My casting is accurate, but it isn't as accurate as what I thought it was, and it does take a lot more precision to get 2 rods on the spot right next to each other. Well, look at that bad boy. That is a proper ancient old Horcott fish. Fish are not scared of noise at all. The divers are going out over them. We're going out in them over a boat to retrieve them, and they're back on the spot within minutes. Look at that. £39, 1 ounce, our full fish, over £30. Finishing off one of the biggest in the lake.
Yes!
And the weather, probably the single biggest factor. The day the weather changed slightly was the most prolific day. So there you go. They are the 5 things that I have learned on this trip that stand out for me the most.
But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Did you find that the fish behaved how you would expect them to behave?